Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back again here on a Saturday night for the Front Row Esports Dirt Series. Starting the night off, of course, with the dirt street stocks, and a little bit later, we're going to have the big block modifieds. We're going to have some heat racing here tonight, 8-lap heats, and a 35-lap feature coming live from Bristol Dirt. And joining me tonight is actually the great Tanner Marr. Tanner, how's it going?
I appreciate that introduction. The great. It is going good, Sam. We've been watching these drivers kind of attack Bristol here. I'm excited. I'm doing good and excited. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Easter weekend.
That is absolutely correct. Easter being tomorrow, so happy Easter from everybody here at True Sim Productions. 24 seconds left here in practice. Four drivers are going to head into qualifying. We started a little late tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Not a big deal. We are actually getting word right now. We're going to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies and get that out of the way. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, please go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. We have started qualifying, and right now we're taking a look at the number 42 of Kyle, the Wildman Wellman, currently on provisional pole with a 20.29.
You know, Sam, he was pretty fast in practice as well. I was sitting there watching him kind of go around the track. You see he's running the low line right here, but I was seeing during practice, actually it looks like he's actually about to bring his machine back down. I was noticing during practice that guys were electing to move up the track a little bit. So that's going to make me wonder, maybe some side-by-side action here tonight, wide open here at Bristol.
I'd also like to point out that it looks like we got about 30, I want to say 36, 37 street stocks that showed up here tonight.
They're gunning for that money, folks. True Sim Productions, we have put up $25 to the best average finisher between the street stock race and the big block modifieds. That it will come live here on True Sim Productions as soon as this race is concluded. So they're out here. They're kind of not only trophy hunting, they're hunting for the money right now.
So Jackson Silvers is going to go jump to provisional pole, get quick time at 28.28, a little bit quicker than Wellman there. And as I say that, Cody Jawberg, I think is how you pronounce that, 20.24. So he's actually a little bit quicker than both second and third. And it's not by much, a 24 to a 28 to a 29, Tanner. It's pretty close out here, especially even if you go on down through, I'd say about to the top 10, even on. Pretty close times here.
Everybody looks to be right on top of each other with pace. As it looks like we're going to roll into heat race number 1 here, Sam. Man, oh man, it's going to be exciting. Dirt, something I'm not accustomed to. So if I flub up the rules, I'm sorry. We got Sam here, though. Sam is a dirt guy. Heat race number 1, though. Here we go.
In 1 second here. Just change that up. I don't know why I keep saying that every week. Put this. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen.
While he's doing that, shout out Chummy Motorsports for being a serious sponsor of Front Row Esports, the dirt series side of it, between the street stocks and the big block modifieds.
All right, we got everything sorted out here. Let's go ahead and get through the grid here for heat race number 1. It's going to be Cody Jawberg starting on pole. Daniel Boyd's going to be second. Ronnie Morrison in third. Gavin Marlin in fourth. Walker Silvers in fifth. Aaron McDonald in sixth. And Chase Blackwell seventh. Matthew T. Brunner in eighth. And Braden both. I don't even know. You want to try that one, Tanner?
No, sir.
And 10th, how about Jason Korn back there starting in 10th?
Korn, a regular dirt goer, dirt driver. Came in late. I'm curious to see if the 82 can get up, because I think you got to be top 4 here to advance to the feature, Sam. Is that how we're doing things tonight, we believe?
The top 4 advance to the feature. That is correct.
So Jason Korn starting 10th. That's going to be a long road up the mountain. He's got to get up inside that top 4.
And somebody who's got a pretty good starting position. We've seen him race last night in the Cup Series. That's Ronnie Morrison. Actually got a top 3 last night. So having a good qualifying run here tonight, able to start third in the heat, and he just has to sit there for 8 laps and be able to move on to the feature.
Ronnie Morrison was very tough last night, very, very, very fast at Bristol Dirt, and he was laughing and saying that he wasn't really used to it, but he put on a show last night. So look for the 69 here to probably do the same thing once again, sitting P3.
So the truck's going to bring itself down pit road here. We're going to get him going for heat race number 1. Cody Jawberg going to lead him down. Out of turn number 4, they stack up a little bit there, Tanner, but the green flag comes out. We're racing here at Bristol.
Looks like the 26 of Jawberg may have spun his wheels a little bit. As you see, he is currently the one man out front, and he's got 2 wide as far back as you can see.
Yeah, Jawberg got a pretty good launch there. Daniel Boyd and Morrison going to be side by side here. Almost a little door contact as they come out of turn 4. Almost 3 wide here as they come out of turn 4 down the front straightaway. That's the 19 of Walker Silvers, and showing 92 of Gavin Marlin. They're in 5th on the top side.
It seems like it's taking these cars about a lap, maybe, or 2 to get up to speed here, but now you really see they're racing side by side. Look at the 6 back there making a little bit of contact. Now, folks, we are in the hostess session. Oh, Sam.
What do we got?
It looked like there's going to be a wreck right there behind them, but I think we're good. They were 3 wide all sideways, but with it being hostess session, there will be people's names and numbers that might be mixed up here tonight, and unfortunately, we have no control over that.
And I do want to apologize for the overlay. It was acting up on me there. We got it sorted out. Everything's working. You see your top 10. Now, we talked about Jason Korn starting from the back. Oh, he's in a hole. He's going to get turned. As soon as I bring him up, Tanner, he gets turned and now goes all the way back to 10th once again.
The coast lives on, Sam.
I mean, I just wanted to go back and see if he was moving up, right? He was up to 8th, and we go back and he gets turned. But how about this battle for the race lead? 4 laps to go here in heat race number 1. Ronnie Morrison looking to take it over.
He's staying right there to his inside. I think 26 may have the preferred lane on the exit, but look at Ronnie Morrison driving up in there. A little door contact right there.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of door contact there. Now Morrison takes over the lead here with 3 laps to go. They're side by side back here for 4th and 3rd.
Hearing reports, the back half of the field, Korn on back, was actually flipping on the backstretch, Sam. So,
heavy damage there to the number 39.
I could hear it, and then I heard drivers talking right then, so I knew a few of them was there. But look at Ronnie Morrison out front, and then got the 2 wide of Jawberg and Silvers, and then practically 2 wide right there behind him on back. It's crazy what Bristol Dirt's providing for us right here.
Yeah, it's actually really good race, and normally we see only a 1-groove track here at Bristol Dirt. We got 2 laps to go coming out of turn 4. Morrison's going to get white flag in the air for heat race number 1. One second here, Tanner. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be Ronnie Morrison taking home the win here in heat race number 1. That's actually going to put him on the pole for the feature too. So Morrison showing he can come out here and run the dirt.
That is correct with dirt. I forgot about that. He race number 1, puts it on the pole. Yeah, he'll be starting right front and center in the feature.
So
That's heat race.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Tanner.
Oh, you got it. I'm going to look at comments. So you.
Well, I was just going to say, as heat race number 2 is about to get underway, let's go ahead and go through the grid here. You got Jackson Silver is going to be starting on the pole for heat race number 2. Scott Smith, number 53, is going to be starting second. Mason Cassidy is going to be in third with Bill Stebner in fourth. Bud Molina is going to be starting in fifth with Justin Hardy in sixth. Samuel Bachman, we've seen him be pretty competitive in the dirt series. He's starting in seventh, and Samuel Lawson, the governor, starting in eighth. And looks like Ryan Carlisi is going to be starting ninth, and Alex Woodard is going to be starting 10th. And guys, if I do mess up your last names, I do apologize. First time I'm seeing them. We'll do the best we can here tonight.
And you see the sun is starting to set here at Bristol, Tennessee. I love this facility, love this track. It's a beautiful setting right here. That means feature time, Sam. We're probably going to be racing under the lights, Saturday night dirt racing, how it's supposed to be.
So 8 laps here for heat race number 2. Driver's going to come out of turn 4 and get one finger in the air from the flag man. 1 lap till we go green here. So again, everybody, thank you for tuning in to True Sim Productions tonight. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. We are live almost every day out of the week. So you can come and check out everything we got going on. Monday night, we're going back racing with the Crooked Line Racing Super Late Models.
Super excited about that. Monday night, as green flag comes out, we're heading to Dover.
Little stack up there on the outside line. Looks like Smith might have missed a shift, maybe for a split second. But he's going to hang on the right rear quarter panel of this number 11 here, looking for the race lead on the outside. They're making door contact as we go into 3 and 4, and he's still hanging on. We're going to be 3 wide for the race lead almost, Tanner.
They were making it a full contact sport there for a minute between Scott Smith and I'm not sure who the leader is. Is that Freitas out front?
That's
no,
Jackson
it's not.
Silvers.
Okay, Silver's out front.
Bud Molina. He got turned or spun or something in heavy contact with the inside wall. Still sitting on the infield. Unfortunately, no caution. Now Scott Smith's going to again look to the inside of the number 11, make contact with him. Now 3 wide down the back straightaway, and oh man, Scott Smith is the meat in the sandwich right there.
I just don't know how they did not tear up some race cars right then. Looks like there was going to be a wreck between our 3 leaders, but they drive out of it. 3 wide once again for the race lead.
Scott Smith all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. That's the number 27 of Mason Cassidy in the middle. And then you got Jackson Silvers up top. Still 3 wide for the race lead. Smith to the bottom. Slide job up in front of the number 27. Smith to the lead. Little shot there from the number 11 down the front stretch to the 53. They get it all sorted out. And now here comes the number 37 of Bill Stebner. They're 2x2. They look like they're pacing out there, Tanner. 2x2 all the way back.
It's insane. Oh, a little bit more contact mid-pack right there. These boys are racing. They're racing hard for that transfer spot. Remember, top 4 will advance to the feature.
Right now, Samuel Lawson, the governor, he needs to get around that 37 car if he's going to want to transfer. 38 looking to the inside, down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to slide up and door the 24. A lot of these drivers not giving an inch out here tonight. Lawson's going to try crossing him back over. That was a good move. Down the back straightaway. They're going to be side by side. Back up at the front. Why did I not pull up the ticker? I don't know. That's why, because it doesn't like to work half the time. All right, so white flag in the air here for heat race number 2. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. This program does not like heat racing.
It's true. It hates heat racing. You never know when it's going to work versus when it's not.
Let's see if we can get it working for heat race number 3. Out of turn number 4 and checkered flag in the air. Mason Cassidy is going to take the win here for heat race number 2. Scott Smith and Jackson Silvers making some contact after the fact there, Tanner.
I saw that. I couldn't tell. It was hard to tell what was happening there. They were just racing hard.
Well, we're going into heat race number 3, and Kyle the Wildman Wellman's going to be starting on the pole with Blake Witkowski starting in 2nd. Andrew Moody's going to be starting 3rd with Dustin Lamb in 4th. Chummy Miller in 5th. And Ro Luckenbill is going to be starting in 6th. Axel Benoit, I'm going to say. Benoit?
Benoit.
Benoit? Yeah, we'll say Benoit. He's going to be starting in 7th. Troy Hockenberry is going to be starting 8th. And Jason Bauer 9th. And Scott Formosa is going to be rounding out the field for heat race number 3.
I remember a Chris Benoit back in the day, like on WWF or whatever. I think that's how you spell it.
All right, looks like we got this.
Look at that.
We got it working now.
That's a beautiful sign right there. Kyle the Wildman Wellman, though, with the point, like you said, here in heat race number 3. I got to keep hammering home the point. Remember, top 4. Straight up advance to the feature. No Conti race, no B main. You just go straight to the feature. So keep an eye on that transfer spot all race long.
And you know, that's something we actually haven't gotten a whole lot this year yet, Tanner, with this series, is we haven't had drivers to really get a Conti race. So I think we might actually have some guys going home tonight.
I was trying to do a count earlier. It looks like it, but we never truly know because people may leave or something like that. But it does look like we should have a B main here tonight.
Just trying to make sure I got everything working on my end over here. Flagman going to let these guys know it's 1 to green. And Kyle, the Wildman Wellman's going to lead them down here for heat race number 3. Blake Witkowski is going to be starting on the outside. Ace Truck's going to pull on off. Green flag in the air for heat race number 3. Down into turns 1 and 2. Wellman really didn't get that great of a launch. They're going to be side by side, him and Blake. As the 23 goes to the top side of the racetrack, he's got great momentum. He's going to take the lead. Wellman tries to kind of just come right up in front of the 10. 10 gives him a shot in the rear there. They're going to single file out here up in the top 3. Wellman now in 2nd. Dustin Lamb going to take a peek to the inside. Now it looks like that's the 66 of Ro Luckenbill. He's going to look to the inside of Dustin Lamb.
The top 4, Sam, I noticed they're just trying to run away, but they're racing each other right now. This is going to slow them down right here.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, realistically, the only thing you're going to gain right now is 1 better position on the starting grid. As you see, Dustin Lamb goes to the bottom of the racetrack. He's trying to get around the number 66, but he lost a lot of ground, a lot of momentum, and that's allowing Andrew Moody to catch up to him. He could be in jeopardy of losing that transfer spot. Battle for the race lead, Kyle Wildman Wellman trying to get around the number 23 as we go back down into 1 and 2.
And look at the 66, throw it down all the way onto the apron, Sam. It's very flat down there. You see the momentum he lost on the exit, but he is showing he's here to race as well. 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. We're still side by side for the race lead. Kyle Wellman on the inside. Blake Witkowski on the top side. 3 wide once again.
I just want to say shout out to Bristol Dirt. This is some of the best racing I think I've ever witnessed on dirt here. These guys are side by side for the entire heat. They're giving it everything they have with 3 laps to go at the stripe, Sam.
And that number 66, Tanner, they've gone down to the bottom of the racetrack a couple of different times now. They keep getting that run. Oh, contact! Oh, Dustin Lamb and Wellman involved. I guarantee you Kyle Wellman ain't going to be happy about that one. But we got to go back up to the front. Blake Witkowski has gone out to about a 2nd lead here with 2 laps to go. They're side by side for 2nd. That's Andrew Moody in the number 4 at the bottom side of the racetrack. And how about Chummy Miller now in the transfer spot?
Right there on the bubble. Looks to be like he may survive with 0 mistakes. He does have a little bit of comfort room behind him. But the 902 is in picture with him.
White flag in the air for heat race number 3. Andrew Moody and Roe Luckenbill making a little bit of contact there as we go into 1 and 2. 4 is going to clear the 66. Put Moody up in his second.
So now, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm blocking. I should know.
Oh, whoa. The 66 gets into the 4.
For what reason?
That was 2 people.
I don't get it.
I don't understand that one either. I mean, they was gonna transfer.
It was good. Now I was even asking. Correct me if I'm wrong. Heat race 3, the 23 who just won heat race 3. He'll start in 3rd, correct?
3rd on the inside lane. I think.
Okay.
I think it's how that. No, well, no. First heat determines is your inside lane. Second heat's your outside. Third heat's your inside. Fourth heat's your outside, and it goes like that. So, like Morrison finished first in heat 1, he's going to be first on the in the feature.
Right. 10-4.
So it looks like we actually got 4 heat races tonight, Tanner, and it looks like John P. Smith is going to be starting on the pole for this one. Preston Bowles is going to be starting 2nd. Tom Freitas starting 3rd. Dan Irvine in 4th. Chad Stearns in 5th. Charles New the 3rd in 6th. Roger Guthrie in 7th. Derek Wynn in 8th. Evan Oliver in 9th. And Tanner, you were supposed to be starting 10th. What's going on with the car?
Tanner Moore in 10th. I don't know. Just had a bad day at the track. Decided to come up here and join you. So 9 drivers ended up taking the grid here. Top 4 will advance. That transfer spot, it's been hot and heavy all night. Will heat race 4 deliver the same?
Right now, Dan Irvine's going to be starting in the transfer spot, so we'll see if he can hold on to that position. We know Tom, he's not that bad on the dirt. So starting in 3rd here, he might be able to hang on to it as well. These guys have been racing hard all night long, though, and we just saw 2 drivers get spun out of the heat race. So I'm curious to see what happens here.
On the last lap, last corner, Sam. I mean, that's just, I don't get it. But, yeah, I'm interested to see what happens here. I don't want to be the man in the transfer spot right now, Sam. I'll tell you that.
I mean, realistically, though, if you know you're in 4th and you can keep those other guys behind you, I would just sit there. You want to make the feature, right? Like, that's the overall goal.
Right. That's how I look at it. It'd be silly got to race. Let's see what these boys do. As I'm going to keep my eye on that 32, Thomas Freitas. You said he's not that bad on dirt. He can wheel these cars around here. He was looking pretty fast in practice as well. So that lime green number 32 machine, I look for him to provide a show right here.
I do see the overlay. I'm trying to get it fixed. I don't know why it doubles up like that. SDK, if you're watching, people pay too much money for it to act like this. Just saying. You know what the sad part is, Sanders? That I actually went to SDK and told them it doesn't work for heat races.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, you know what I got back? No, it works fine. Green flag out in the air here for heat race number 4. Oh, we're going to be 3-4. Oh, my God.
Whoa, where did he come from?
Oh, the 69, I mean, having electrical issues all over the place. Now nobody knows where he's at. I don't know, man. He looked like he might have jumped that start. That was too good of a jump right there.
It looked like the inside lane may have stacked up ever so slightly. We've seen it all night long, right? All night long, a lane is stacked up on the start. But I don't know where that guy came from. Holy cow.
He's actually completely gone now as well. So Tom Freitas fell back a position there, Tanner. That allowed Charles New the 3rd to move up into the transfer spot. He's all over the back bumper of that 08 machine of Dan Irvine. Preston Bowles has gotten out to the race lead here. We got 6 laps to go. Sean P. Smith running in 2nd. Now side by side back here for 3rd. Tom Freitas is seeing this, though, Tanner. He wants to get around those cars, losing a little bit. Now under pressure from Derek Wynn.
Derek Wynn right there on his bumper. Good battle right here. 3 cars going at it right on the bubble. But like we mentioned, that's going to allow Tom Freitas and Derek Wynn to get up there and catch them. Getting ready to see fireworks right here, folks.
So 21 almost able to clear the 08 coming out of turn number 4. Freitas going to the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get around the 08. Almost a little bit of contact there as they come out of 2. 21 in the 08 now side by side as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 3 laps to go. John P. Smith actually has a good run here on the 602 of Preston Bowles. Still side by side back here for third. Tom Friedis trying to get in the transfer spot. Out of turn 4, 2 laps to go, Tanner.
He was right there on the 08. 08 kind of blinked away, had a little electrical issues, and it looked like it may have spooked Tom a little bit, but Tom's there. So is Derek Wynn, though. They're both there.
They're both there. This is the battle for the transfer spot. 21 down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Everybody else up top. Tom right on the back bumper. White flag in the air for heat race number 4.
Trying to force a mistake out of Irvine right then, but Irvine's not giving it to him, but that's going to allow Derek Wynn to almost move. 32.
He's looking to the middle, 32. What can he do here?
He just got to get one of them.
Here comes
Can
Derek
they fight
Wynn.
it off? Can they fight him up?
Almost
they
3
fight
wide.
him. Oh my goodness gracious. Shout out Bristol Dirt. What is going on, boys and girls? This is awesome.
So Derek Wynn actually got 5th right there, and yeah. I mean, that was a great race. Derek Wynn came out of nowhere right there, and he almost snagged that transfer spot.
As now, Sam, they're going to go to a 12-lap Conti race where the top 6 will make it from here.
So let's go ahead and go through the grid. Daniel Boyd going to be starting on the pole for this one. Samuel Lawson in second. Alex, what are we calling him? Benoit? Benoit. Or Axel, I'm sorry. Axel Benoit. Derek Wynn in 4th. Brad... I don't know that one. I'm sorry. Samuel Bachman in 6th. Andrew Moody in 7th. Tom Friedis in 8th. Matthew T. Brunner in 9th. Ryan Carlisi in 10th. Kyle the Wildman Wellman in 11th. Roger Guthrie in 12th. And going on down through the grid here for your consolation. 13th. Jason Korn, Justin Hardy in 14th, Troy Hockenberry in 15th, Chad Stern 16th, Chase Blackwell in 17th, Bud Molinaw in 18th, Dustin Lamb 19th, Evan Oliver in 20th, Aaron McDonald in 21st, Alex Woodward in 22nd, Scott Formosa in 23rd, and Tanner, you're starting 24th.
Let's get it. Top 6, 12 laps around Bristol. If you're 15th on back, man, oh man, you need a miracle here, I would think. But Bristol Dirt's provided some wild racing tonight, so you might be able to get that miracle.
Yeah, we've seen these guys, how hard they're willing to race for that transfer spot. As you said, top 6 getting taken. So these guys up near the front, they're looking good right now, but they need to give each other a little bit more room here. 12 laps, there's more time. I don't know. We might see some wild stuff going on.
The Governor firing off P2 on the outside, Sam Lawson in a 24. We've seen one of the 2 rows prevail. It's been the top side on the restarts, really. So we're going to see if Sam Lawson can get the jump off the green flag here and try to clear Boyd. But we've also seen just straight 2-3 wide racing all night. Top 6 make it, 12 laps to go.
Going into turns 3 and 4, Pace Truck's going to pull down pit road this time. Coming out of turn 4. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, all initial starts are on the green. Everything after that's on the race leader. Green flag in the air. I'm pretty sure we will have cautions in this one too, Tanner. As Sam Lawson, we jinxed him. He's going to get put 3 wide right on the start. We're 4 wide back here in the back going into turns 1 and 2. 3 wide, 4 wide coming off the corner. Jason Korn getting wrecked. Oh, Kyle Wellman involved. No caution. We got 1 flipped. I'm surprised we're not putting out the yellow for that one. We're 3 wide back up here to front. Samuel Lawson getting put all the way back. He started in 2nd and just getting shuffled back here.
Just had a mishap on getting up through the gears or something. As I thought Kyle Wildman got wrecked out. He's currently actually sitting P10. He was able to keep that machine going. There's some drivers back here that took a wild ride.
I mean, we're 3 wide still right here. Jason Korn trying to limp that car around. He was involved in that wreck. Wellman was down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Might have gotten slowed down in time, but it looked like he might have gotten a little piece of that. He's going to be in the middle, 3 wide here, going into 3 and 4. Great racing going on right now. Right now, it looks like Andrew Moody would be the last transfer position.
The number 4 car of Moody. He is sitting on the bubble and got a who's who of cars right here behind him. We're right on his back bumper, Sam.
Wellman all over the back bumper, the 22. Let's see. That is Matthew T. Brunner. Oh, him and Wellman going to make some side-by-side contact as they come out of 4. 8 laps to go.
They're racing full contact styles. The 4 car goes down low. This may give Wildman a run to the outside here. He's trying to make it look underneath the 32 is the 4 car.
Yeah, the 4.
But no run happened.
Ooh, the 22 kind of come up. Got into Wellman, got him up out of the groove. And 22 is going to take over 7th.
Can you imagine Wildman in the chat right now?
Actually, yeah, I can.
It's some hard racing here. Bristol Dirt. I'm going to say it again. Shout out to Bristol Dirt. Look at these guys. Door banging down the straightaway. That shows right there. They are not pleased with each other when you're hitting on the straightaway like that.
Hey, he was able to get back around him and now move Wellman up into 7th. One more spot, and he got it.
6 laps remaining. 5 at the stripe. 32 in the 4 car. They are racing hard side by side. They are on the bubble right here. On the bubble.
Now, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we would be watching the lead, but we want to see this transfer spot. Who is going to make it? Right now, great battle going on. Your race leader is Daniel Boyd with Derek Wynn running 2nd.
And remember, folks, these drivers want that $25. In order to even have a chance at it, you have to make the feature. This is your last chance right here. Top 6. They want that $25.
Ooh, Frida's got into the wall a little bit there coming out of turn 4. Is going to allow Wellman to get underneath them. Door contact there as they go into turns 1 and 2. So we got 4 laps to go here in the consolation race. And I tell you what, I know Jason Corn has to be disappointed. Looks like Sam Lawson also on pit road.
Heartbreak City for the governor. Sam Lawson for sure started P2, had a mishap on the start.
Ooh. Good racing up here at the front, Tanner. Derek Wynn just got around the 79 of Daniel Boyd. They made a little bit of contact there, but how about the 39 of old Benoit? I know that's not how we say his last name, but he out there leading this Conti with 2 laps to go. The 4 car! Oh, man! I don't know what happened there.
Turn and burn.
Hey, he is. Hard. They were all racing real hard. Contact made.
It was bound to happen.
And that actually allowed, this is the battle for the transfer spot right here. Justin Hardy up on the top side and Bud Mullinaw down on the bottom. Bud right now currently holding on to 6. It is white flag in the air. Who's going to get the last spot? Bud Mullinaw down to the bottom side of the racetrack. It's going to be a drag race coming out of turn number 4. Who's going to get it? Oh, he hit the wall. Looks like the 757 of Justin Hardy gets the last transfer spot. What a wild consolation race.
What a wild night it has been so far. Wild.
Is it a full moon?
It must be.
Well, that being said, drivers are going to be starting to grid up here for the feature. So guess what that means, ladies and gentlemen? We got to go through that main feature grid.
It looks like we have a 5-minute warm-up going right now, Sam.
Oh, really? Oh, I got premature then. I'm playing grid music and everything, Tanner.
We can rock out, but just looking at race control, it looks like we got 5-minute warm-up. Maybe they'll advance that for us. I'm just waiting to hear back from them in my ear.
I totally forgot all about the 5-minute warm-up, to be brutally honest.
Hey, we'll just rock out for a little bit. Wake everybody up. If you're not woke already from Bristol.
We can rock out a little bit.
This has been fantastic. This has been straight up fantastic racing. I'll be honest, Sam, coming into this, I didn't expect this. I really didn't. The side-by-side action, just beating and banging but not wrecking, just kind of leaning on each other. It's been fantastic.
Definitely I'm actually surprised as well. This is not one of my favorite tracks. I don't like the dirt on Bristol personally, but you know what? It's been pretty good tonight, at least with the Street Stocks. Street Stocks is a good car to race. You can definitely lean on each other, like you said, and these guys are doing a good job.
I'm glad you said you're not a fan of Bristol Dirt. I don't like it on sim or real life, for being honest, but this tonight, if it raced like this every time, I would love it. I would love it because it's been one heck of a show. I'm excited for when the big blocks come out here A little bit more speed in them cars. You got to really drive those cars. So that's going to be really interesting to see how Bristol races in the second race of the night in the big blocks.
Well, that being said, while these guys are doing a little bit of a warm-up, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
All right, everybody, we are back live here on True Sim Productions at Bristol Dirt for the Front Row Esports Dirt Series, getting gridded up here for the main event, and we got to get through that grid. Actually, we got to get through that grid officially now. So let me get this set up for us. Starting on the pole tonight is going to be Ronnie Morrison in the number 69. To his outside is going to be Mason Cassidy. In third is going to be Blake Witkowski. In fourth, Preston Bowles. Starting fifth is going to be Walker Silvers. In sixth, Scott Smith. Starting seventh is going to be Ro Luckenbell. In eighth is going to be John P. Smith. Cody Jawberg is going to be ninth with Jackson Silvers to his outside in 10th. Jason Bauer is going to be starting in 11th position with Dan Irvine starting in 12th. Moving on down, we got Gavin Marlin starting 13th with Bill Stebner starting in 14th. And Shummy Miller's going to be starting 15th. Charles New III is going to be starting 16th. Axel Benoit is going to be starting 17th. Daniel Boyd 18th. Derek Wynn 19th. Kyle the Wildman Wellman in 20th. Matthew T. Brunner in 21st. And rounding out the field tonight will be Justin Hardy in the 757.
I really think it is Benoit. That's how it's spelled. I looked it up. I think it really is Benoit. I don't know for certain, but I would roll with it just because that's exactly how it's spelled.
Hey, well, you know what? If it is, that's awesome because that name's awesome.
Right, right. That is a pretty cool name. Let's get it. Feature race time, folks. No more transfer spots. It's strictly for the win.
Fire them off, Tanner.
As green flag is out for tonight's feature event for the street stocks. Looks like Ronnie Morrison got a better jump than the outside 27 of Cassidy, but Cassidy's going to fire right in behind him as I thought. No, he is not. Back double file.
Ronnie Morrison's getting out to a pretty good lead right now. I do apologize for the overlay, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a second. It should fix itself here. That's why I said fire him off, Tanner. That thing just does not like to work with me.
I saw a little contact between the yellow M&Ms and Wiskowski, I do believe. Sorry, folks, we will say once again, disclaimer, this is under-hosted, so there's a lot of names in here, a lot of numbers we may not know. So we do apologize for that to all drivers and fans watching.
So we got a bunch of times coming in, and it looks like Ronnie Morrison just set the fast lap of the race. We're going to have one go around. That's 26 of Cody Jawberg. I tell you what, Tanner, it looks like him and that 92 car, they make contact, and man, that 26 just did not let him go. Let's go back and take a look at that. As they're already backwards right here. Let's see if we can't back it up. Didn't really get that good of a camera angle on it. So we'll go to TV3 here. See what happens. The 26. Looks like the 92 just got a run on the 26, and I mean, got into him and then just didn't even let him try to get a turn back around. Just kept his foot in it.
Just bulldozed him almost right there. Huh?
I mean, you know, hate calling people out like that, but man.
I've always said if I'm in the booth, I'm going to call it like I see it, and that's kind of what happened there. But Ronnie Morrison is our race leader. Disregard the ticker right now doing that. Just because caution laps do not count. Once again, something out of our hand. Ronnie Morrison is scored as our race leader currently.
Mason Cassidy runs second, and Preston Bowles holds on to third. Blake Witkowski actually dropped down in position. He's now back in fourth. And Scott Smith up there in sixth with Walker Silvers in front of him in fifth.
I just want to say how impressed I am with Ronnie Morrison as of late here this week, Bristol Dirt. We raced it on Thursday, Friday, and then tonight. We did trucks Thursday. He ran pretty good. Next Gen last night, what did you say? He ran third, I do believe?
Yeah,
and not tonight.
Actually, what happened was he got involved in an accident late last night and had to drive back up to the field and pulled off a third place finish. So 69 car looking good.
Looks like he has conquered the last great Coliseum, except this time just with dirt.
Well, that's the thing, right? He's got also a very good starting position, right? He went out there, he did what he needed to do, he won his heat race, and now was able to start on the pole. Now all he has to do is go out there and control it. That 27, though, and that 602 do look fast, so he's going to have his work cut out for him a little bit.
He's absolutely going to have to work for it as we are waiting for the lights to be turned off on that beautiful Chevy Silverado out front.
Pace laps are long here, unfortunately.
They are indeed. Whether you're up here watching or in the car, I can attest to it this week. They are long here. Get a chance to look at that beautiful number 69 though. The 4X on the side, another wrestling reference from back in the day, reminded me, it looks like DX. I think of that every time I look at the quarter panel of the 69 of Ronnie Morrison, but I believe it does say 4X Racing on it.
I mean, you can tell, Tanner, drivers are ready to go. They're
right.
side by side. They know where they're supposed to be.
Right. They're just waiting for the flagman to point and say, green flag next time by. One to go. They do. They know exactly where they're supposed to be. They're ready to go. You see drivers gunning it. They waited. They raced through the heats. They watched other heats. Got 4 laps into the feature, so they kind of got a little taste of what racing's going to be like. Remember, folks, caution laps do not count either.
So when we take the green flag, it will be coming to get lap number 4 once again.
Field's in the hands of Morrison. Got Cassidy in the 27, who's looked really fast all night. Firing off P2. I just wonder how they get up through the gears. We've seen somebody up near the front mess up the gears. Sam, take it.
Ronnie Morrison fires them off. We're going to be back under green. Good restart for the number 69, but also Mason Cassidy was able to get a good launch. He goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, which is really interesting to see. Making it work, though, as he's got a run on Morrison here down the back straightaway.
Drove right to his quarter panel right then, huh? Going down the bottom. Looks like Ronnie Morrison saw something there.
Yeah, and he moved immediately back down, like all the way down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's trying something a little bit different here. As you see Cassidy get a big run here on the entry of the corner, but I don't know, Morrison just seems like he might have that line down. As I say that, they're going to be side by side coming out of turn 2.
Looks like there's no real cushion build up right here just yet, Sam. So it looks like these drivers are able to kind of fish, go everywhere on the track.
Oh, contact
right there. Heavy contact will not get off of him.
He did, though. He backed out of it there eventually, let him catch it. So good job by the 602. Just kind of backing out of the throttle. Still a long way to go in this feature. You know, give it a couple more corners. He definitely knows he's a little bit quicker.
He drove right to the back bumper of the 27. I tell you, the driver who loves this is Ronnie Morrison, seeing all these cars behind him do battle. As I say that, 27 right to the back bumper of the Gungan machine of Ronnie Morrison.
602 Preston Bowles has a run on the 27 once again. Going to go down to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's able to get there. Let's see if he can make the pass coming off the corner. Side by side coming out of turn 4. Let's see what, oh, a little bit of contact again there. 27 kind of going to run him down the racetrack.
Sam, you're a dirt racer. You're pretty good at it. If you're running out here right now, what lane do you think these drivers would be the fastest in if you're sitting here as a viewer or on track?
I tell you what, right now, you see all these guys up front going to the bottom side of the racetrack, but look at this number 19. He's been running the top since the start of the green flag, and now battling for third. That's where I want to be.
That top side just gives you so much momentum, but that bottom side, whoa. That
he got shoved up out of the way right there.
That was all it needed for the 69. 69 still in trouble trying to catch the car, Sam.
Oh, look at the 19 making a move, going for the race lead through the middle. He's going to push the 27 up into the outside wall. Oh, he knocked the bumper off of the 27. Oh, here we go. Tanner Morrison now back on the inside of the 27. Is he going to repay the favor? He gets into him. There it is. There it is. He turned to put him up into the outside wall. Morrison gets turned. Wachowski into the inside wall. The 39 gets it. And we're going to be under caution once again. Oh, my God.
If you didn't call that one perfectly, I don't know what you did. True Sim Productions very own Sam with that call. That was very obvious what was going to happen there, huh?
I mean, you know, drivers policing drivers, and
to be awesome. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
I tell you what, I think, you know, as much as I'm not a fan of wrecking another guy, right, I think Morrison kind of had a right to at least show his displeasure. I think that might have been a little too aggressive, but you know what?
What sucks there was 2 other cars that got tore up in that, right? That wasn't involved. That's the part I hate about it. There was two cars in the back that did get some damage out of it. The 69, and the other guy didn't.
But the other thing is, too, Tanner, is that you got to look at the 69's car now. Now he's got somewhat of a tore-up race car, and we still got 24 laps to go.
Right.
Like I said, was it a little aggressive? I'm going to say yeah. Let's see if we can't go back and see what happened. I'm trying to find it here. There was a lot going on right there. So they go down to the corner. With that's Cassidy. Kind of runs Morrison down. And I tell you, Morrison just had enough of it. I mean, you know, he put him up into the wall. Felt like he got dirty or done dirty a couple laps earlier. And wow, the 08 coming in got the 11 there too.
And rumor has it.
Joining us in the booth now, I believe, is Tom Friedis. Tom, you out there?
I'm here.
Well, Tom, what did you see that? What do you think?
I did. I had just got to my computer when that was going on, and as we all know, Ronnie, we race with Ronnie every week, right? And Ronnie's one of those guys that he takes a lot of, he takes a lot from drivers, right? He's not one to really retaliate much, and I think, as I told Ronnie earlier, it's dirt, Rubbin's racing a little bit, and sometimes you got to move someone out of the way to get past them. So you might have took that advice.
Well, I don't know if it, I'm all for Rubbin's racing, but
Yeah, I don't know if he took that advice or
or if he just had enough, right?
Yeah, we go back. We saw it, and we saw that 27. He did kind of run Morrison up into the outside wall. So
he did.
Yep.
Rubbin's racing, but getting put in the wall is another story.
An eye for an eye. Drivers police each other. I mean, that's. As admins, and Tom's an admin, Tom's the owner of this series, right? I'm an admin, owner of Cricket Line Racing. I don't want to step into that little beef. We'll let them handle it. They'll handle it.
We've learned all too well not to step in. Drivers policing drivers just seems to work better, right?
Now, if they get out of hand and get a little rowdy with it, then of course somebody eventually has to step in. But
correct.
I mean, it's just been Bristol Dirt's been fantastic tonight. Good, hard racing. It's been full contact. These drivers are leaning on each other.
And honestly, think about it. It's been like that all week.
That is very true. That's very true.
Everyone, we get ready to go green. I know everybody knocks on Bristol because we're racing on dirt, but Bristol can put on some really awesome racing on dirt. I don't care what anybody says. So.
All right. So Walker Silver is going to be in control of this one. He's got Rao Luckenbill to his outside. How about Scott Smith making his way up there into fourth? Ronnie Morrison still holds on to third. Pace truck pulls down to pit road. Green flag back out in the air. Good launch there for the number 69. Gets into the back of the 19. I don't think the 19 got the restart he wanted there because now the 66 challenging for the lead. Morrison gonna go! Contact! Oh, big sack up! Oh, parking lot!
My goodness, it just keeps making contact.
Oh, still making contact.
They're still trying to make contact.
Oh, still hitting each other.
I want to say that is heartbreak for the 19 because we watched him take that high side and drive his way up to the front, Sam. So that's a heartbreak. We're seeing right here, Bristol Dirt can chew you up and spit you out. Because I'm hearing a driver chatter right now too. Yeah.
I mean, Morrison got into the 19, the 11. Oh man, just nobody checking up. Even at 21, he got through, but man, these guys know they got a brake pedal, right?
I don't think they do. I think they forgot, honestly.
That was awesome. It's been awesome.
No love lost there between the 69 and the 19, so that's a plus.
69, Ronnie Morrison. He's not here to make France tonight, huh?
No.
This is awesome. This is awesome. Hey, we're racing. The Ross Great Coliseum. They call it Coliseum for a reason. These drivers are doing battle out here tonight.
I tell you what, though, if you're that number 19, you're not too happy right now.
No, you are not at all.
Nope.
At all. Or one of the other 27 cars that was involved. You're probably not happy either.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, I went back and looked at timing and scoring on that one, and just in the group, there's at least, I want to say 8 cars that was involved in that one.
Yep.
That tore up some race cars right there.
So we're under the third caution here. Remember, caution laps do not count, so we still have 24 laps to go.
I think the cautions we have seen thus far, Sam, though, they have just been product of hard racing where these drivers, they are side by side, right? I mean, one little lapse in judgment, one little mistake can turn into something catastrophic like what we just saw.
Yeah, and the one thing with these street stocks being face it, they next to no horsepower, right? It's all about momentum. So here at Bristol, you're wide open from the green flag to the end of the race, right? If you got to lift at all, you're going to lose 1 or 2 spots. You lose that momentum. So drivers don't want to lift, and kind of a product of it. You know what I mean? Someone lifts in front of you, you don't lift.
That's a good insight from somebody who was just in the car, though, Sam. He's saying, hey, these drivers, they're wide open, so they're not going to lift out even if they're going to hit the guy next to them because they don't want to lose any type of momentum. And
I mean,
that's a testament to what we saw.
He's absolutely right, too. I mean, as he said, I mean, we're at Bristol, right? This is a half-mile track. This isn't the normal, typical short tracks we go to. These cars, like he said, they are wound out. Like, they are getting it. So, yeah, your momentum is key here tonight. And if you break that or you hit that slick wrong just once, you're going to lose so much time.
Yep.
And Bristol is a quote-unquote short track, right? But these cars, they go on tracks quarter-mile long, sometimes smaller than that, right? This half-mile track, this is a big track for a street stock.
They essentially won't let, it's essentially a super speedway, for these dirt cars out here tonight.
Right.
They ain't drafting.
Well, in that heat race, when Derek was behind me in my heat race, I'm yelling at him to push me, so we were trying to bump draft.
Roe Luckenbell going to be in control of this one. Pace truck's going to pull on off. Ronnie Morrison now back up to second. Missing that rear clip, though.
Nah, you don't need it.
Green flag back out in the air. Morrison with a good jump there. Going to be side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Great shot of the field as we go through 1 and 2. Look at everybody running different lines. We're going to be 3 wide there coming out of the corner. Here in the back, that's for 4th. 23 is going to go to the bottom side of the racetrack, try and make a slide job, but he can't clear him. How about Derek Wynn? He's up 16 spots since the drop of the green flag, guys.
He's avoided all that chaos.
Yes, he is moving. Right at highway, just kind of by himself right here. Does have a pack right there behind him, but nobody's really racing him right now.
Yeah, but he's running down these race leaders right now, guys. Morrison went back to the bottom side of the racetrack. So did Luckenbill. And Derek Wynn sticking to his guns, running that top side. He's running them down.
I just want to say shout out to Sam, too. You've been killing it with these names tonight, by the way. Good job.
Yep.
As we're riding on the back clip of, I'm not sure right here, but you see guys just, they bounce around, they fan out when they go into the corners. They're trying to go wherever the guy in front of them is basically not. And that is in order to get the momentum, not have to lose the momentum to lift because of them.
I think Derek Wynn might want to change up his strategy here, guys. I mean, he is getting a good run here on this top side, but the 66 still running the bottom, and they're kind of pulling away right now.
That shows, Sam, right there, how much the track changes from lap to lap, right? Because Derek Wynn, he ran that top side to get up there, missing the wrecks and ran the top side, making passes. But now you see here he's on the top side, and that's allowing the 23 of Witkowski to get right there with him every corner.
Yeah, but every time they come off the corner, you see Wynn just has that momentum on the top side, and the 23 of Witkowski, he has to just kind of slot back up in and try and rebuild that momentum that we were talking about side by side for the race lead. Slide job by the number 66. Morrison's going to get into the back of him. He should have tried crossing him over there, guys. That was a textbook slide job.
It was. I think Morrison's more in full contact
we're gonna
mode
be on
right
caution.
now. Oh, yellow on the speedway. Yeah, I think Morrison is on full contact mode right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see it as a broadcaster. I wonder what happened here. Two race cars around.
We're gonna see if we can't get a replay on that. So, it looks like the 92 got loose, came up the racetrack, and just kind of checked up that whole outside lane.
They're still piling in.
Right there, gets loose, comes up.
Ooh.
And it just checks it just checks everybody up. But man, guys, slow down.
Yeah, they do have a brake pedal.
Yellow's already out, man. Like, slow down.
Good grief.
And I don't want to hear that crap of dirt cars can't stop. Y'all saw that. Come on now.
Turn the wheel or something. React to it.
They do stop. They stop.
Now, they don't stop great, but you can at least turn the wheel and react to it.
You only going 110 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're under our 4th caution of the evening. We got 16 laps to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes.
Got to cut that one a little short, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Luckenbill fires them off. Another good restart for the number 69 as we go barreling down into 1 and 2.
Which lane will prevail right here? Remember, momentum, momentum, momentum. We're going to talk about it all night. Double file as far as back as you can see from the leader. Good hard racing.
It's going to be interesting to see now because Derek's been running that top line all night. Now he's stuck there in the middle.
Ooh, slides up in front of the number 23. Crossover by the 23, down into 1 and 2. That was a great move by Derek.
That was awesome.
That was a little bit of self-clearance right there, using the rear bumper on the nose of the 23 to get clear right there and get back up high side where he's most comfortable.
Jump back here to Scott Smith in the number 53. He was right on the back bumper of that number 08, and they made a little bit of contact, and that puts Scott kind of in a bad position. He's stuck in the middle right now.
Stuck in the middle with cars everywhere, too. Everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's cars.
Let's go back up to the front. Morrison got around Luckenbill. But Derek Wynn, again, sticking to his guns, went back up to the top side of the racetrack and is starting to run these guys down once again. So track's still changing here, Tanner, just like you said.
It's amazing how this track is changing, and like we're talking rapidly. It's changing pretty quick. As it looks like the 79 may got turned towards the back. That may bring our caution. Scott Smith getting hit.
Oh,
they're
Wellman,
wrecking,
yeah, Wellman's on the inside wall there. He went around.
I saw that all out of the corner of the picture right there. That's pretty funny.
So let's go back and see what happened. I think Wellman was kind of late to the party on that one. There's contact up there between the 53 and the 79. They're 3 wide back here.
Let me ask something. Is a 42 a lap down?
42 is
Yes.
lap down.
10-4.
Okay, so it looks like the 39 came down, got into Wellman. Chummy got into the 53 there. Oh, wow. So there was...
Give that a 10 out of 10, though. That was a pretty good move.
There's a lot going on right here, though. The 9, there's where it started. Let's go back. I want to see what really started this right here. It looks like coming off the corner right here. Let's see if we can't get a better angle of it. Looks like the 902, who's up on that top lane right there, comes down, gets into Scott, puts him down into the 79. Then the 902 just keeps coming down like nobody's there. I mean, you took out 2 cars. Why not just keep coming down? And yeah, it looks like Scott just tried to check up there. Chummy Miller got into the back of him, and unfortunately, Wellman getting the worst end of that wreck.
He did like a 1080, brother, though, landed it. As this is the 5th caution of the night. 12 laps to go when they go back green, Sam. That is I know we've seen fireworks and stuff like that, but I'm about to say a new word, intense. This is getting ready to be intense.
That's just it. We thought the guys were running hard for transfer spots. I mean, we're coming down to get to the feature win here. I don't know. It's going to be wild.
I think there's going to be more than fireworks right here. 69 and looking, Bill. Sorry, I couldn't say it nearly as good as Sam. I had to look at it real quick.
I think you're going to see some possibly 4, maybe even 5 wide with, a few laps to go trying to, get that W.
Right, but we've seen Roe and Ronnie. They have not been afraid to lean on each other, hit each other. And that was not for the win, right? That was just the lead to the win. Now, they're racing for the win.
Man, everybody leaning on each other out here tonight.
That is true. That is very true. Makes me wonder, big blocks, they're going to be faster around here. They're going to be screaming around this track, folks. Don't miss it. Coming to you live right after this. I say right after this. It'll be about, hopefully, like just only a 10-minute break, 15-minute break between it. And we'll be here live with the big blocks at Bristol Dirt. That's going to be one heck of a show as well.
To add on to what Tanner said, we are going to stay live, so you can go get yourself a drink, go hang out, and we'll be back for the big blocks momentarily after the street stock race.
During that brief intermission, you can go over to SavageEdge.com and pick up a TSP shirt. You could do that as well.
You could do that, and that's actually a great point. SavageEdge.com, that's Corey Sherman. Local business out of New York. He'll put your name on anything.
Anything.
Here's the thing, guys. We all know how dirt racing works. Well, most of us know how dirt racing works. We're over 10 laps to go, so we're going to get a double file restart right here.
If they were inside 10 to go, it would be single file.
That was going to be my question if it was set up like that.
Yep.
So Ronnie Morrison, he just wants to lead these next 2 laps. Single file restarts. I think the leader's kind of okay in that, but you still got to get through the gears, right? You still got to get through the gears.
Yep.
What gear are we starting in tonight?
3rd.
10-4. As Ronnie Morrison gets a great launch, Luckinbill does not getting swallowed up by the pack here.
Yep. He started in 2nd.
He didn't get a good restart.
No, Mama, here comes that bad man, Derek Wynn. Now up to P2. Watch him drop through the field with a nice bumper cam right here. Look at 19 coming back. He's been fast all night. 19, he is trying to put his name back into the hat with 10 laps to go.
I'll tell you what, that 19 having problems earlier in the race, he has shown his performance here tonight. He's back up inside the top 5, doing a good job. We're 3 wide coming off turn 2, guys.
Kind of just in the box right now, Sam. He's trying to figure out which lane will prevail right here. 3 wide right there. 4 wide. 4 wide of Bristol Dirt.
Yeah, what in the world, guys? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. I'm sorry. I'm going to start calling it like I see that. I mean, Derek had nowhere to go right there. I mean, someone had to give, though. Let's go back and see what happened. I mean, we kind of caught it live, but let's go back and see what happened. 19 getting involved again, Tanner. We talked about him, said he's having a good run getting back up there. And, yeah, I mean, where do you go? I mean, you're 4 wide. Nobody giving an inch here. Nobody slowing down.
You know what's crazy about this right here, Sam? They're driving through the wreck like that. Field's frozen. It got frozen when the caution came out. All the people you're passing, you're letting them right back by.
Well, we're under our 6th caution. We're under 10 laps to go, so the next restart will be single file. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take another quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going the rest of the way. So stick around.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Shut up and sit down.
I win.
Back live on True Sim Productions. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. We're under 10 laps to go. Going to be a single file restart. Ronnie Morrison in control.
So being single file right here, Sam, I've already mentioned it, that will put the advantage into the 69's hand.
Green flag's going to be back out in the air, and he got a good jump there. Charles New the third. Haven't talked a lot about him tonight. Didn't get a good restart. 23 is going to go down the inside and take that position away. Chummy Miller now up to third.
We saw another driver get just swallowed up right there on the restart, getting up through his gears. It looks to be a pain here tonight, Sam, and it's always been the people up front. They just get swallowed up with the pack.
Ooh, 66 not leaving the 21 a whole lot of room. They're coming out of turn 4. He gets around them. Morrison out to a pretty comfortable lead right now. We got 7 laps to go. Looks like everybody's kind of calm. Never mind.
Keep on piling in there, boys. Yeah, keep it wide open.
Yeah,
Keep
it
it
in there.
Yeah,
oh,
there you go.
902, get you some. Why not?
Yeah, drive it on in there, boys.
Still green flag.
Now they throw the caution.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
That was real late.
Leader's coming. 21 trying to get turned back around.
Hit the bumper of the 21 car right there.
Yeah.
That is one cool thing iRacing has added with this damage model. These parts, they fly. I mean, they'll fly off. They break.
My thing is what happened there? We got to go back and see. I
You
mean, that
cursed
was...
them.
I
You
didn't
cursed them.
curse on nobody.
You said they were racing good.
I
Everybody's
was
good.
about
Oh,
to
no.
say it, yeah. And then right here, we make contact, and
And then everybody else just decides they got to get spots they can't have.
yeah. Oh, 08, get you some. What in the world, guys?
Rumor has it, buddy. Rumor has it. He is still wide open.
Man, we still got 5 laps to go here. We're going to be able to do the big blocks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll have time with the big blocks. Don't worry.
So we got 6 laps to go. Going to be 5 when they take the green flag here. Waiting for the lights to go off on the pace car. And guys, I don't even know who to pick at this point. We only got about 10 cars left on the track.
Whoever survives, Sam. Whoever survives.
That's what I'm guessing. Right now, it looks like Morrison's doing a good job surviving.
I'm putting my bet on the pace truck.
Man, that 23 though, he made a good jump last start, and he got himself up in his second. Might see another slide job come out of that 23 car.
Witkowski has been a bad man all night. He's actually kept his car fairly clean. Now, he's been involved in some other mishaps, right? 7th caution. There's probably not a car with straight metal on them right now, right? So, but that said, the 23 looks fairly clean.
And ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize for the amount of cautions, but this happens sometimes, right? We all know it.
Let's just blame Tom.
Nah, we can't blame Tom. Ain't Tom's fault.
I mean, hey, there has been a lot of, I'm going to come out and say it, lack of respect tonight for these dirt guys out here. And I've been yelling at them, we just got to get these guys to just chill out here a little bit and finish these last.
Oh, baby, we're here for the action. 6 laps to go. $25 for the best average finish. They've already took the gloves off. I'll put them back on now. At least they can finish this now. I mean, this one's got an interesting look here. Back onto Witkowski riding with the Ronnie Morrison bumper camper. Look at that. Morrison down low, Witkowski down low.
He's got a good run here.
23. Sam, we've seen the 23 throw a perfect slider earlier. This is where it's the money slider. Can he get past and around 69?
Chummy got kind of slammed up into the outside wall back there as we're watching them battle for the race lead. Morrison holds on to it. We got 4 laps to go.
There's a really good corner from the 69 of Ronnie Morrison right there. As 23 is going to go to the very high side of the track here, Sam.
He's got a good run. Gets 8. Oh, he didn't take it. That's surprising. Goes back up to the wall. Gets into the wall. I know what you're thinking, Tanner. I know what you're thinking. We going to keep an eye on it. He's up there. That time he was close. I don't think so. He's got to run here and be able to hang on the right rear quarter panel of that number 69.
He is there.
I tell you what. Oh, Morrison got loose. They're racing hard back here. We got 2 laps to go. Popsicle 6 in the air. Morrison and Witkowski battling for it. Morrison trying to run him up the track. Make sure he leaves him no room here. White flag in the air. Slide job, Morrison. Give it to him. Oh, contact in the 1 and 2. These guys are still racing hard back there for 3rd. Morrison's going to have to go all the way down, make a perfect slide job attempt right here. Slide up in front of him. Nope, they're going to be side by side coming out of the corner. They're going to door. Who's going to get it? Looks like Witkowski got it. All right, guys, I want to thank you for showing True Sim Production the respect and wrecking everybody after the line. Absolutely disgraceful.
Oh, man.
I'm just going to say it. I don't care.
Yep.
We try to be professional here on True Sim Productions. That is just absolutely ridiculous.
That was, yes.
19 car going in there. Who was that? I'll call you out. I don't. Walker Silvers. The race is over, my guy. Why? Everybody else who did that. Why? Come on.
I just want to say wall riding, though, huh?
Hey, sometimes that's just how it is, I guess. I don't know, man. I know Morrison's probably a little upset coming home in 2nd, but he had a pretty good run. I mean, it wasn't bad racing, some of it. Derek Wynn was up there. But I mean,
awesome race when it was when they were racing, right? It was very, very awesome.
Right. I mean, when they were actually racing, it was a really good race. But I mean, guys, I'm just going to point out, when you go into a hosted server, if your host says that you're being broadcasted, y'all need to show more respect. And this is why the dirt community gets the reputation it does. So just
while we go to the intermission, I want to read some of the chat really quick. We haven't hit that ever.
Go for it.
Jeff Fields said, "Dirty Dirt, let's go." Rocking out with the emoji. Dutchy 1010, that's Mr. Chris Carroll for the ones that don't know. Just got home watching the broadcast. Awesome job, boys. Gomez Prolific, I think. These guys have no caution awareness. They also don't know that what a brake pedal is. Thanks for subscribing. Dude uses the wall ride for the win. Show some respect and do it right. So that's what our viewers think out there right now. But overall, I mean, Bristol Dirt, it's been fantastic. The heat races tonight, Sam, were out of this world. Some of the best dirt racing I've personally ever seen on iRacing. The feature had great racing when they wanted to race. Just sadly, there towards the end, you had a few that didn't really want to race.
Mm-hmm. And, just the typical everybody when the checkered flag comes out, just got to wreck their car across the line.
That's just demolition derby time. That's what it looked like.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, there's your results. They're on the left-hand part of your screen. The overall isn't really working for me right now. Overlay's been giving me troubles all night long. We'll work through it. We're going to go ahead and jump out. Broadcasters are going to go ahead and take our little break. We're going to come back in once we get into the new session and everything like that. Big blocks coming up next, so don't go anywhere. All right, everybody, we're coming in a little late. Broadcasters had to go take a quick break. We had to go hit the hot dog stand. Tanner Marr going to be joining me in the booth for this one as well. We're jumping into qualifying for the big block modifieds, taking a look at Kyle the Wildman Wellman out here taking his run for qualifying.
And remember, folks, if you're just now tuning in, True Sim Productions put up $25 to the best average finish between the street stocks and the big blocks. Looks like Wellman may have gotten to the wall a little bit right there. May not allow his lap.
So,
I see no lap posted for Wellman right there.
no, but Molinau's going to come in and take the provisional pole.
Sorry to interrupt you. Another wall hit. Wellman may not get a lap that counts here. Qualifying's usually not full of excitement, but this one is. Wellman has one more lap to get it right, not touch the wall here.
Scott Smith, quick time, 16.87 for the number 53 of Scott Smith. Jason Korn tries to answers up, bumps down to third. Josh Carter in the 25, 16.95, second place. And Wildman finally gets a time in there, Tanner.
I can tell you that number 39 currently sitting third, Jason Korn. He actually missed the street stock race. Was not able to race his way into the feature event. So
well, I don't know if we'd say he missed it.
Race.
I don't think he missed it. I think Korn got he had an unfortunate race. Is the best way we could say it.
Unfortunate. It was. But if you look in the record books, I'm just saying he was not there, right? So I can tell you he was ready to race. He has watched the street stock race. He joined us in chat for a little bit. He is ready to race.
Taking a look at the number 10 of Dustin Lamb, currently on his second lap right now, sitting 8th on the board. Let's see if he can improve. Out of turn number 4 and across the line for the number 10. He's going to jump up to 7th, a little bit better. He's going to get one more lap here. Looks like he got loose to the center of 1 and 2, though. That's definitely going to hurt his time.
So, Sam, just from the eye test, it looks like these drivers want to be kind of in the middle of the track right now. We did talk with Tom a little bit before he went back down and jumped back down into his car. They are almost wide open around the track, basically wide open around the track. That makes me wonder if maybe if you move down the track a little bit, if you could be a little quicker. But all these guys, they're electing to be right there in the middle of the track, basically.
And we also heard from Tom, though, once this track starts slicking up, they are going to have to roll out of the throttle a little bit. Once you hit that slick, it is like you're on an ice rink. This qualifying's going to wrap up here. Scott Smith going to get the pole. But we're going to go into heat races.
Smith is actually messaging me right now. Scott Smith, he is one of my buddies. He's an older guy, right? And a lot of people don't even know that about Scott. I call him, he's the old man out here. Okay, so he's sending me some messages. Side bite in the house. 1, 2, and 3.
So starting on the pole tonight for heat race number 1 is going to be Scott Smith in the number 53, Jason Korn in the 39, who is outside. Samuel Bachman in the 07 is going to be starting in 3rd. Dustin Lamb in the 10, to his outside in 4th. Blake Witkowski starting in the 5th spot in the number 23. Got flubbed over there, Tanner. Chummy Miller going to be starting 6th. Samuel Lawson, the governor, is going to be starting in 7th. And Ronnie Morrison rounds out the field here for heat race number 1.
These drivers are going to have 8 laps. I want to know in the chat, who do you have for heat race number 1? There's going to be 2 heats here tonight. It's saying top 4 events. I don't think that's correct, so I don't want to keep mentioning that. I don't know where the transfer spot's actually going to be right here, Sam.
I actually do believe it is going to be the top 4. I think it's just like the street stocks. Yeah.
Well, okay.
Actually, Tanner, if you're in iRacing, if you pull up the info tab.
I see it. It says 4 go to the feature, but that's only going to be 9 drivers total.
Oh, then how many go to the feature overall? It should say that as well.
It does not say that anywhere. That's what I'm looking for.
If they're taking 24, everybody's going to make it. Let's just put it that way.
I think everybody should make it. So, but you're still racing for starting position, right? And we've seen you wanted to be up front in that last race. Now, you weren't necessarily safe out front, but if you was first and had a little bit of breathing room behind you, you could be safe from the carnage. These cars are fast. They're bad fast, Sam.
Coming out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air here for heat race number 1. Gonna go barreling down into turns 1 and 2. The 53 of Scott Smith got a good run there. Now Jason Korn gonna be under pressure there from Samuel Bachman on the inside.
Scott Smith looks like he wants to push his bid to be the starter in the feature event. Got teammate Jason Korn right there behind him. But yeah, Scott Smith fired off really strong there.
We're on the back bumper of Scott Smith taking a look back to Jason Korn. Korn finally got around Bachman, starting to run down race leader Scott Smith. And as we see Dutchy out in the chat saying side bite boys are going to be hard to beat, they're showing it here tonight.
They are sitting 1-2. It's not often you get to race in a heat with your teammate, and it's really not often you get to do it up front, but that's what you're seeing right here. That's pretty impressive from the side bite boys.
We go back to third. We got Samuel Bachman, and then running fourth is the number 10 of Dustin Lamb, and Blake Witkowski rounds out the top 5.
I want to give a shout out really quick to 48 Bow in Lincoln, Nebraska. That is a run by the own Jason Korn, who is currently sitting P2 on the board.
Also sponsoring a dirt series for Cricket Line, if I'm not mistaken.
That was the segue I was hoping for, and you nailed it, brother. You did. Thursday nights, we're going pro dirt late model racing. Oh, the governor. Rumor has it he's still wide open because he just flat out.
Yeah, he went in there hard. Gonna bring it down pit road. Definitely some damage there. Has to have some damage.
Folks at home, these cars are not like the street stocks. Look, they got exposed front tires, front suspension components. They break stuff when you hit these. You gotta be careful how you hit somebody. I know you're not meaning to, but you got to try to protect those 2 front tires.
It looked like he might have just went in a little hot there, Tanner. I think Blake was actually able to drive away, which he was, but Lawson going to bring it down pit road, unfortunately, for the number 24.
We talked about it. It's wide open momentum, right? Sam may have not noticed. Maybe Blake kind of checked up a little bit. You know, it's hard to tell.
White flag here for heat race number 1. Scott Smith still your race leader. And back to the accident there, Tanner. You know, the thing is that there is a hard transition down there on the bottom side of the racetrack, too. It goes from angled to flat and
it does
pretty quick. So Sam Lawson could have went down there, clipped that apron, and just shot him up the track. Could have went in a little too hot. Doesn't matter, though, because Scott Smith is going to take heat race number 1, followed by Jason Korn and Samuel Bachman, your top 3 in heat race 1.
I want to touch on that, Sam. You said the bottom is flat. For our viewers that may have watched last night, who brought out the first caution because they went down into the flat?
I honestly don't remember who it was.
This guy. It was this guy.
There you go.
It was me. I looped it. I hit that flat, and you're not lying. It's a very, very hard, abrupt transition as we get the grid up for heat race number 2.
Josh Carter going to be starting on the pole for heat race number 2 out of Side Bite Motorsports in the number 25, and Kyle the Wildman Wellman in the number 42 starting in second. Bud Mullinaw is going to be starting in third with Thomas Grau, I believe is how you pronounce that, starting in fourth. Derek Wynn going to be starting in fifth. Matthew Schaefer in sixth, and Thomas Friedis going to be starting in seventh. Here for heat race number 2.
Damn, I'm trying to see if we can get our heat race 1 winner, Scott Smith, to come up here and talk to me for a moment. I'm trying to find him down here. I'm not currently seeing him, but we may get him in fairly quick as he looked really strong right there for the first heat race, no doubt.
I see Dutchy's out in chat. I know that's Chris Carroll. So, Chris, you can tell me if I got his name correctly or not. Let me know if you get a word there from Scott Smith, Tanner. We'll be glad to bring him up, let him talk about his heat race.
We're trying to find him down here. He's an old man, so there's ain't no telling where he's at. He's probably lost and confused somewhere. He's listening to the broadcast, too. It's kind of funny that we're talking to each other through messages and on broadcasts.
All right, getting ready to go green flag racing here for heat race number 2. Josh Carter, Kyle Wildman Wellman on the front row. First start going to be on the green flag. All right, so I got it right. Green flag in the air for heat race number 2. A little bit of door contact there by everybody as we go down into 1 and 2. On the back bumper here, Josh Carter taking a look back at Wildman Wellman. You got Bud Mullinaw down there on the bottom in third. Oh, Wellman's going to get tagged. Derek Wynn gets involved.
I clicked right over at the right time for that, huh? That was like a bomb detonating right there.
No cautions in these heat races, too, so that's really going to hurt Wildman here tonight.
I didn't exactly see what even happened there. To be honest, I just saw a bunch of carnage and put Wildman to the pits.
So
I
Josh,
think Scott Smith is afraid of this fine True Sim Productions booth, which that's okay. That's okay. He haven't seen him yet, so we're just gonna go back to the racing action. You're right, Josh Carter currently putting on a clinic here at Bristol Dirt.
well, I say that, but Thomas Graw, he just ran the fastest lap of the heat at 16.96. Starting to run these guys down, but with 4 laps to go in the heat, I don't think it's really going to matter. But still, going to get a decent starting position if he finishes in 3rd.
Exactly. That's what these drivers were racing for right here, is a decent starting position. And every spot matters on these dirt tracks. I am noticing here, Sam, for the ones, hopefully y'all watched the street stock race with us earlier. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I want y'all to watch it or not, but it was a good race when it was good. But I noticed with the street stocks, they were all over the track, right? They were able to run the low line, high line, middle line on top of each other, right? These guys are kind of all running the same line. They go up, they kind of chase the cushion a little bit. This track don't look to be like it's changing as much right now as the street stocks are doing, and that's interesting to me, Sam, because they are turning much faster laps. Those wheels are spinning a lot faster. I figured they would tear up the track quicker.
White flag in the air here for heat race number 2. Bud Mullenall had a good run there coming out of turn 4. Thought he was going to be able to make a move here for the heat race win. But the number 25 of Josh Carter going to come out of turn number 4 and win heat race number 2.
Side bites on Josh Carter. So you got Mr. Side Bite, Scott Smith is in the booth right now. Scott, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
I looked for you down here on Put It Over, couldn't find you. Old man, you done wandered off. You were somewhere else. Couldn't find you.
Yeah, lost my way.
Right. Big blocks out here tonight. You got to warm up. You don't want to warm up. You're good. You're starting on pole. Big blocks out here tonight. What's the car feel like for you here at Bristol?
Big blocks are not my thing, but I'm starting to warm up to them a little bit. Yeah, just... I don't know. I just try to keep the thing straight as possible.
So that's my question. Do you drive these sort of kind of like a pro late model? 'Cause I know you're really good in the pro lates. Or are these something completely different?
This is completely different. It's more like kind of a combination between a sprint car and a UMP modified. You really got to focus on keeping the car as straight as possible. You slide them just a little bit and you lose so much RPM and speed. It's just
right.
It's weird.
So these cars, even still, it's what we were saying about the street stock though. These are a momentum-based car too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep, absolutely.
So you and the side by boys, y'all are looking strong out here tonight. Where did you finish in the street stock race? Did you run street stocks with us earlier?
Yeah, I did. I ended up 8th, I think.
Right on. And you'll be starting pole right here, Scott. So that's going to put you in a good spot for the average finish, maybe. $25 brought to you by True Sim Productions. Scott, shout out who you need to shout out, and we'll let you get back down there.
True Sim Productions, of course, for putting on this fine broadcast, and my team, Side by Motorsports. Jason and Josh are really, really good guys to hang out with and support me all the time. I support them, and yeah, it's a good group.
Now, is that all of Side Bite right there?
That's
Corn,
it.
Carter, and you?
Yep.
Right on. That's a fast three-headed monster right there, Sam. Well, Scott, thank you for taking the time to join us.
Sure.
And tell Corn that Tanner said maybe he'll have a little bit better luck this next time, because in the street stock race, holy cow.
Oh yeah. He couldn't buy a lap.
Right, didn't have any luck except bad. Well, Scott, thank you, buddy. We'll let you get back into your racing.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Scott Smith, driver of is he 53 in here? Or 52? 53. He's
Well, it's my old number.
Really good cat. That is. Scott Smith, man, I can't say enough good things about him. Him and Jason Corn, they jumped into our brand new Dirt City, Sam, that you helped me get off the ground. Heck, you was broadcasting. You are broadcasting on Thursday nights. They came in just fully ready to support. They run asphalt with us. They're just dirt guys, right? But they run asphalt with us, so got a lot of respect for all the side bike boys out there.
We got about 2 minutes left to go here in the warm-up. You see drivers out there making final adjustments on their race cars, making sure they got enough heat in the motor.
I'll be honest, I don't know if the warm-up's exactly necessary, but we are here for it regardless. Scott Smith is top of the board in the warm-up.
Bachman, though, right behind him. Now, we've seen that 07 be pretty fast here in this league, so we have to keep an eye on him all night long.
He was insanely quick last week, Sam. He was insanely quick. The way he was able to rotate the corners, with you dirt guys, you included. I watch y'all, the way y'all set the cars. It's very, very impressive, the discipline these dirt guys got. When you see dirt, you think you're going out there, letting the car hang out on sideways. You heard Scott Smith, first thing he said was trying to keep the car as straight as possible. And I don't know how y'all do it and how y'all are fast.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing to say, right? Because the cars are pitched out. That you are sideways. Right. You are essentially drifting the whole corner, but if you get the car too sideways, all you're going to do is lose speed. So that's what he means by you have to keep it as straight as possible while also sliding it around the corner.
It was Scott Smith that told me in a midget. He was just helping coach me. He said, and when I mean straight, I don't actually mean straight. He said, I want you to be straight, almost pointing at the flag stand. If you're straight like that in your seat, like out the windshield, he said, you're going to be digging. And that's, I mean, it's strange, right, for a non-dirt racer. I love racing dirt, but I'm not a good dirt racer, right? So I don't understand all the technique side of it, right? I don't understand chasing the track, how the track changes. I'm starting to learn it. You helped me a lot on Thursday night when you were spotting for me. But I mean, having somebody in your ear like that was tremendously helpful. Sam, I won Bristol Dirt this week. You have too, haven't you?
Yeah, as a spotter.
Right, yeah, see, get her done. And that was live on
Next Gen Broadcasting, yep.
I'm such a shield. I got so many companies and people I got to mention that sometimes I flub over them, but again, warm-up's about finished. Get yourself a TSP shirt over at SavageEdge.com. I want to thank them for being a sponsor of many series that we do. They have a hand to help us out here at True Sim Productions. We do appreciate it. As it's time for the feature, Sam. Do your magic, baby.
It is time for the feature. And we all know what that means. It's time to start going through the grid. Let's bring it up. Scott Smith going to be starting on the pole here this evening with Josh Carter in second. Jason Korn going to be starting in third. Sidebike Motorsports 1, 2, 3. Bud Mollenau going to be starting in fourth. Samuel Bachman in fifth. Thomas Grow, I'm not sure yet still.
Grow. I know Thomas Grow.
All right, gotcha. Thomas Grow in sixth. Dustin Lamb is going to be starting in seventh. Matthew Schaefer in eighth. Ronnie Morris in ninth. Derek Wynn in 10th. Chummy Miller going to be starting in 11th to his outside. Tom Freitas starting in 13th is going to be Blake Witkowski. Kyle the Wild Man Wellman getting involved in that accident. And he raced number 2. And same with Sam Lawson, both to the rear of the field this evening.
Sam, I do apologize. You keep hearing me hit my mic. I thought I built this thing in a perfect spot where it would never interfere with anything I'm doing, and man, oh man, I learned tonight I was incorrect. So if y'all hear me hit my mic, something like that, I do apologize. I'm doing multiple things while also up here taking care of stuff for Tom and stuff like that. And Scott Smith messaged me.
Is the main reason why I went with the broadcast headset.
Yeah.
Because I can move around, I can wave my hands, I don't got to worry about hitting nothing.
That's next in line, man. That is next in line. I worked, Emma can tell you, for a good 2 hours building this right here. So it's kind of portable, right? I can move it, but only at a certain angle.
Right.
And then this mic on the boom stand, it's right here, a fist distance away from my mouth, but that's fine if I'm sitting still. The second I go to reach for my keyboard, boom, I'm hitting it. So I do apologize for that, folks. And this is my first time back up in the booth since God knows how long, right? Last
been a while, yeah. No, actually, front row. If you remember.
Oh, okay, yep. I did a front row next gen race. The Clash at Daytona.
Yep.
You are correct. That was it. Had computer issues and whatnot. And I'll be honest, it's been a good break, but I'm glad to be back. I texted the same day. I was like, dude, I want to join you tonight. I wanted just to come up here and talk with y'all. It's been a while. I've enjoyed it. I've had fun.
Well, the fun's not over yet, Tanner. As we're getting ready to go green flag racing here. I believe it's 45 laps. I can't remember.
It is indeed.
There you go, 45 laps. Scott Smith in control here.
Remember, side by motorsport are your top three. You see the jump. Oh, they have to go on green. I forgot about that. Scott Smith did not go. Will that be a black flag for a person on the outside? It shouldn't be because he passed on the outside, but caution on the speedway.
Yeah, immediate caution. It looks like Chummy Miller, I think, started from the pits. I think Derek Wynn. I don't know. We got to go back and see what happened. There was a lot that went on there. Oh, there it is. Yep. Wynn kind of got put into the outside wall, Tanner, and what happened is that right front tire just caught the wall and he ramped it, and he took a tumble down to the inside.
That's a testament right there, Sam. These are not like the street stocks. They climb that wall and everything. You have to be so conscious of where your car is at and where your competition's at.
Well, not only that, you also got to give each other a little bit of room too, right? He looked like they kind of got squeezed into the wall right there.
Right. Wynn had no chance to even fight back. He had a knife to a gunfight. He couldn't control what happened right there, and that's what stinks about these restarts and some of these races. It's lap one, and we're go. But I do believe with that caution, the way it fell, Sam, I think Scott Smith will be our race leader once again.
Did he get around? No, okay, so I get what happened.
Yeah,
I get what happened.
Back, right?
So because we went green flag, right, and the caution came out immediately, technically we didn't complete a full lap, right? So what it does, ladies and gentlemen, is it goes back to the last scoring loop or the last lap, which was Scott Smith on the pole. So, yeah, Scott Smith back up to the front.
That caution kind of rewarded him a little bit, right? Because he did not have a very good start, which is weird, right? He's the leader. But remember, folks, the first start's on green. You're kind of like a drag racer trying to guess the light when the light's going to come on. They're waiting for that green flag.
Now I'm a little confused, Tanner, as we say that the laps are still counting. Timing and scoring hasn't actually gone all wonky when they cross the start-finish line, as we know it does. I think
don't
caution.
think laps are counting.
Well, we're going to find out here when they take the green flag, but
they are counting because we were on lap 3. They are counting.
So we'll see.
How did Scott Smith get his lead back then? Because he took the Gapplebees by Carter on the restart. I was watching it.
I don't know. We all know how iRacing can be.
It is. Well, it goes, you said it, timing loops. There's been a little conspiracy if they're in here or not. I firmly believe they're in this. I strongly agree that there is timing loops in here. So maybe he got back ahead at one of the timing loops, the way it picked up. That caution was really quick, like you said.
Right now, it is counting lap 5. Pace car lights are still on. Pace truck, rather. Lights are still on. I don't know, Tam. We're going to have to just wait and see if they get the green flag just to confirm that the laps are counting or not. Because I don't want to say they are, and then it SDK does a thing.
Right. SDK can be a little trolly, okay? It can troll you up in the booth. As a broadcaster, lap 6, but as a broadcaster, SDK is my biggest fear every time, Sam. Every single week, SDK is my biggest fear. Not internet, nothing like that, SDK.
Yeah, you know what? You're actually right now that I think about it.
Yeah, and you missed it over. SDK, if you're watching, we pay too much money for this, buddy. Too much money. Alrighty. Re-rack them, restack them. Going to be lap number 7, Sam.
Hey, that's my line.
Huh?
Re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time. Absolutely.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Trying to get a catchphrase going. Green flag back out in the air.
Awesome.
We're 3 wide back here already, Tanner, going into 1 and 2.
I wouldn't expect anything else here tonight, baby, with Bristol Dirt. It's Bristol, baby, and these boys are racing for it. Look, they're actually going down to the flat right here. Awesome shot by True Sim Production. Shout out to the production crew here, giving us a great shot to work with there.
Oh, there we go, Tanner. See? Exactly what I just said. What did we just say about SDK?
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Joke is on us indeed. Lap 3, so caution laps are not counting, folks, which that's okay. I want to see these guys race it out 45 laps.
Absolutely, because look at that shot right there. As they go almost full wide out of turn 2. Oh, that's
leaders contact. That's going to cause Oh, that one got piled into. Who's going to be good for that hit?
No, I think everybody did a good job avoiding that one, Tanner. It looks like Molinaw
Maybe
just
he
kind of
hit.
did a little 360 and kept it
Okay.
going.
I thought he got hit right in the left front.
I
like
think
the
he had
driver's
help
side.
going around, but
He did, he did. I'm talking about after he spun. It looked like he may have got hit by somebody. But let's see.
right there, make contact.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, no, it was Sam Lawson
Oh.
almost.
Wow, that was
Yeah,
very, very impressive.
That was impressive. Sam Lawson doing a good job avoiding that.
Sam, rewind it back. I'm going to ask you a question about this because you are a dirt guy while they're under caution.
All right.
Sorry, production crew, for asking you for extra stuff, but if we can't get it back up, that is A-okay. I'm more curious of what sent him to turn right there. And these cars, they're notorious for watching right. Well, I guess he was kind of, never mind, I see it now. They were leaning up against each other. Okay, I got my answer.
Yeah, let's see if we can't back it up and ride on board with 24 real quick. Trying to get a good shot of this.
I was wondering why his car felt like it just shot right really quick.
Oh, right there, as you see. Oh, he's got some dirt on the tail off.
Oh, my goodness. Look at that shot provided to you by True Sim Productions. What a shot.
Not the best in the world, though. I will admit, it's got some dirt there on the lens. Might want to tell Lawson to pull that tear off.
That's what Lawson's seeing right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know if this matters, but I mean, last time we were going green there, Sam Lawson actually did set the fastest time, 17.07.
It's a good looking build block right there for the governor as well.
I tell you what, he does like to run them True Sim Productions colors.
He does. Shout out to the governor.
As you see the guys up front, they're ready to go.
We saw this in the street stock race. That's kind of funny, right? They're doubled up.
Well, they know. I mean, the
like
pace laps here,
right.
you know.
Well, it's funny you say it. Literally 20 seconds ago, somebody just said in chat, why are these pace laps so long? I don't know who it was, but they were talking over iRacing.
Well, the track crew got to go out there and clean up, but I mean,
you gotta pick stuff up, pick parts up, stuff like that.
Now, but we all saw it. We saw what happened. Luckily, I mean, seriously, Bud Molinaw, he got very, very lucky there. He was able to just pull a 360 and keep her going. A little bit of contact, but I don't think it hurt him all that much.
No, I think he's good. And Sam Lawson with the dodge of the century right there.
Oh, the lights are off, Tanner. We're going single file restart here.
Oh, Josh Carter has McConaughey Setup Shop too on the side of his car. Shout out to Carter. Welcome to the family. Didn't know that. That's pretty cool to see. But yes, we are. Single file.
Green flag back out in the air. Side by Motorsports still 1, 2, 3. That's Josh Carter, Scott Smith, and Jason Korn. They all get a really good launch there.
Yes. I feel like the top three may have gotten a countdown right there because they kind of set sail. I say that now, but look at Thomas Grau and the 84 down low, Bachman. I think he's listed as the 07 on the ticker, if I'm correct.
Yeah, he's the 07, 007,
Okay.
same thing.
Yeah, okay, yeah, makes sense. But we got people getting black flags, Sam. We're going to see if black flags get cleared by race control or not. I will let you know. I think Ronnie Morrison got hit with some type of penalty right there.
Really?
He did indeed. He's queued up. He's wanting to get it cleared. I don't think race control's going to clear it.
I don't think so either. I think this league actually just made a rule. I don't know if it was for the one series, but
I'm waiting to see if it gets cleared or not.
Now I will make it clear for the people watching at home.
Black flags were cleared. They got cleared.
Oh wow. I don't know how much. I'll be honest, Tanner. I don't know how much I agree with that. I thought we were letting iRacing handle it.
I teed it up because I was wondering, but it was multiple people, so maybe something happened at the backpack I didn't see. It looks like it was four. It is
up to race control's discretion.
Right, absolutely. There may be something happened that maybe we didn't see in the back. I don't know. Who knows? But just you kind of cut through your rule of we're not clearing blacks when you clear blacks, But
right.
It's all good. If something happened. Right here, we got some good racing though. Look at the side by side. Everybody's just trying to fight for every position they can off these restarts.
We're on lap 10 of 45 here, getting some good green flag laps in, and it looks like everybody trying to figure out what line they want to run. How about this, Tanner? We were watching kind of mid-pack, talking about what was going on there on the restart. Jason Korn has gotten around his teammates, and he has just pulled away.
Forney has straight up pulled away. You are not lying there. Had unfortunate happenings in the street stock race. Put all that behind him. Jason Korn putting on a clinic out here. And I remember Josh Carter, he was really fast in the heat race. So was Scott Smith. But that just makes me wonder, how is Korn able to pull away like that? Just has the car on rails right now. This is a pretty cool shot. We're seeing the contact between these drivers.
007 taking a peek to the inside of the 25 here, running in the middle part of the racetrack where the 25 and Josh Carter. Oh, caution on the speedway.
I wish the fans at home could hear the radio. That's why I want to do a radio actor so bad. Drivers are not happy with each other right now, Sam.
Oh, my.
It would be not safe for work if we had to broadcast it, because they are not happy with each other. Let's see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Oh, whoa.
What in the world happened here?
I'm going to ask for something else, production crew. Can we go on board with that green car, please?
Well, let's see what initially happened. Looks like maybe Dustin Lamb. I want to take a look at it. Everybody kind of checks up here. I mean,
it looked like Dustin Lamb he ran him over, right? But it looked like those three cars in front of him.
But yeah, what happened to Thomas Grau?
Was that Grau? No, Grau didn't run in there, surely.
No, it was after the fact. He goes down the straightaway here. Oh, him and Wallman make contact, and it stops him on the track. And then looks like Miller piles in. Who'd you want to get it on board with, Tanner?
I saw it right there. I wanted to see Mark Miller. It looked like he just came in hauling the mail, but I saw it right there.
Alrighty.
You can give it to me though if you want to. It's probably comedy.
Nah, I think we saw. We all kind of saw it. Under caution here once again. We're going to take a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Jason Korn is still your leader. Scott Smith runs second. Josh Carter in third.
My SDK actually just crashed. I'm sorry if y'all hear those little beeping noises in the background.
No, I think I didn't hear nothing, so I think you're good.
Good deal. Like, I had a little noise suppression on, but I'm not going through my OBS, right? So I'm not going to sound the same as I thought I would. Green flag's back out in the air, though.
Green flag back out in the air. Give me 1 second here, Tanner, if you want to go ahead and call this real quick.
Absolutely. 39 gets a great launch, but remember, folks, he had almost a full second lead over his teammates as, Cautious back out on the speedway. While Sam works on his end of the thing, I want to ask y'all at home, if you're watching, how does my mic sound? I know, obviously, I'm not going to sound like Sam. Sam has the voice. But as far as how it sounds, loudness, all that, let me know, because this is a kind of a new mic. First time being live with it.
I am sorry, Tanner. I had to just step away for a quick second.
You're good, buddy. You're good. We had a caution come out, and I was asking about my audio. You're good.
Totally fine. Let's go back and see if we can't see what happened.
Yeah, I actually have no clue right here. I didn't get to see it.
Oh man. Dustin Lamb, I think, might have just kind of lost it on his own right here, Tanner.
Looks like something
a little bit of
breaks.
contact. No, there was a little contact there. He had a little help. He had a little help. At first glance, it looked like he might have just tried to.
Right.
Yeah, he tried to check up and maybe got loose getting on the binders, but that angle right there looked like he might have had a little help.
Yeah, the first time we watched that, I was on board. I thought he just kind of self-spun right there off the nose or somebody, right? But no, he definitely had a little bit of assistance there. Lot 14, I do believe, or 45.
Yeah, left 14. So we still got a long way to go here.
Let's see, are lights still on the pace truck?
They are.
We're gonna pull somebody up, but we'll wait. Maybe next caution we'll talk to somebody.
If you want to pull somebody up, Tanner, you're more than welcome to.
I just can't find nobody. I find nobody yet, and I don't know how much time we got. I think lights are about to go off.
I think you still got some time.
Well, here, let's do
Let's
it.
see. Actually, wait, hold on. I think they just went off. Yep, they just went off. Never mind. I lied to you.
Welcome to the broadcast booth, folks. Anything we say up here, I promise you it's going to be opposite on track 9 times out of 10.
Well, and here's the thing we got to point out too, Tanner. This is a lot different than what they get on actual TV. We have to see a lot of things here on the fly, right? Like it's
like, we don't have people in our ear coaching us right now.
That's
either.
just it.
Right.
Single file restart here. Jason Corrigan will lead them down. Green flag back out in the air.
As I noticed a red car back there, I'm sorry I do not know names. That may have been the Wild Man. Did not get a good start. No, Wild Man's the green car, never mind. Yellow car. But yeah, somebody did not get a good start. Jason Corrigan does not like seeing these cautions, Sam, because he's been bad fast. It's going to a second lead over teammates over there. These cautions are really hindering him.
Yeah, it's hindering him a little bit, but as you can see, he's keeping his momentum up, and he's having a good run here, just maintaining that pace. And he has no idea as caution flag's going to be back out, Tanner.
I know it's annoying. Fifth caution. We want to see him go green flag racing, but this is just, folks, this is a product of hard racing with these fast cars.
Yeah, but we got to go back and see what happened here. I mean, what do we got going on? Oh, there's a check up there. Oh, my. Let's go get another look at that.
Ronnie lands. I want to see if Ronnie lands on his rear line here. Watch the 69 car after all this to see if
let's go back and take another look. Just watching the 69 right here.
He flips. I don't know if he lands it. If we don't land it, Sam, we know that's basically his night. It's over.
Yeah, he's good, I think.
No.
There it is. Comes out on all fours.
Maybe. What's it doing?
I have no idea.
We'll get that off.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, Tom, he's actually on pit road here, I see. Wow. Dirt racing, folks.
Yep, dirt racing. That being said, we're going to go take another commercial break real quick, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. First of all, let's shout out MF Racing Designs there. Kind of had to cut the commercial a little bit short. Pace car lights just went off. We're getting ready to go back under the green flag. Another single file restart here for Jason Korn.
Hopefully they got to see that beautiful number 4 next gen with the rip tearing scheme. Maybe biased on the green
I
flag
don't think
back
we got
there.
that far yet.
Oh, you're a hater.
Green flag back out in the air, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Korn got another good launch, but pretty much so did every one of those side bike guys.
I want to say shout out to the people at home and Dealerland watching this right now. Fantastic racing all night from Bristol Dirt. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps out a ton here at True Sim Productions. Share us out on Facebook. It's a spiderweb effect. Somebody has never heard of us. That's one of your friends. They may see it, love racing, click on it, and boom, we got another person watching.
We got a lot of contact going on right there, Tanner. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. I was looking at our page.
They kept it straight. We're still under green.
As you see the top 5, top 6, 7, they're all running right there where I guess that's the cushion, correct? They're running right up there.
Right up on that cushion, yep.
But you look at 7th on back, they're not. They're racing. They're using every piece of real estate they can. And we're going to go back here and they'll be all single file, but there was not one. You see, is that the governor trying to work the low line right now? Just like the top just hooked up. We got a car smoking, getting into the wall. I think he should be okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, Tanner. I'm trying to just kind of pinpoint where everything's at
everywhere.
Here.
You throw a dart on the track, you're going to find action right now because they're beating and banging everywhere. It's Bristol Dirt, baby.
So Josh Carter kind of running a little bit different line than his teammates. If you notice, he, at least in 3 and 4 there, he entered a little bit lower, maybe just trying to feel it out, see what the lines are going to do. Did I catch him a little bit doing that? No? All right, let's go back and try a different line. As you see, goes back up to the top side of the racetrack.
We'll get you to the wall a little bit. Now, you were exactly spot. I'm not a dirt racer, and I know that. When you were spotted for me Thursday, when we were trying to chase down, drive down people, it was constantly searching on the track which lane would be faster this lap. And it seems like it changes every 2 or 3 laps, like we were talking about earlier. And that's what we saw with Carter there. He was searching and actually made a little bit of a mistake searching. He got above the cushion. He quote-unquote jumped the cushion and got into the wall a little bit.
I mean, perfect example right here. If we watch the entry of the 07 to the 25 enters a little bit lower on the racetrack. 07, he entered way high, now pulls it down out of the corner trying to get a run on him.
Tried to perform the crossover move right there. Drove straight off the corner underneath him, but just ultimately did not have the momentum or speed built up.
Good green flag run right here. Jason Korn leading. He's out to about 3/10 lead over Scott Smith. Scott Smith has changed up his line a little bit, as you see, goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Now, we've seen a lot of that, Tanner. I know you kind of watched the Dirt Series there on Thursday night. Scott Smith races over there. He is a bottom feeder. If there's a top line, he will always try that bottom line before he goes up to the wall.
And I think that's what we just saw right there, right? Whenever he went down low, he's searching, like you mentioned with Carter. Everybody's searching. They're trying to find Corny. Corny's out front, just kind of pacing him right now, getting away from him half a tenth, maybe a full tenth a lap. I mean, just Corn is running flawlessly right on that cushion, but Scott Smith is too as well.
Yeah, Corn has the line down. You see it. He puts that right rear right up on that cushion. So we're going to be back under caution.
I heard some chatter over the radio. I think this may have been a big one. I don't know exactly, but there was a lot of people talking over each other right there.
Well, let's go back and see what happened.
Yep, True Sim Productions, baby. Got that replay.
007 and the 25 made a little bit of contact right there.
trying to find out who the 25 is right now, Sam.
That's Josh Carter.
Oh, that is Carter. You are correct.
Yeah, they get into it right there. I don't really know. Tanner, I'm trying to find it here. It says Thomas Grau had an incident as well. It looks like he got into the wall. Yeah,
folks,
that's what it was.
That's just iRacing right there. That was weird. He broke suspension up front. I saw that tire and wheel bobbling right there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, folks, these suspension components, parts up front, they're fragile. They're fragile. You got to handle with care.
18 laps to go, and Jason Corn still leads.
Every big block race I've done so far, Sam, which ain't much, I think it's 4, I haven't finished one yet because of something like that where we just saw Grau getting into the wall, climbing the wall, boom, you broke. So I feel for him. It happens. Having fun up here tonight with you, Sam. Glad to be up here. Dirt racing, right? These dirt boys are chaotic. But, man, when they get it going, they do it right. They put on a show. Had a good little green flag run right there, and that was fun, right? These guys can put on one heck of a show.
Absolutely, and with 17 laps to go, let's hope we get another good green flag run here to finish it out. I think the 53 of Smith can run down his teammate Corn, but I mean, we've seen these two race before, right? We know Corn can run the top side. We know Smith is going to search around. But
with a lot of respect, too.
Absolutely. So it's going to be interesting to see here which one of these two are going to prevail. I mean, late race slider, we could see it. Smith could just run the top side, try and build his momentum up. Last lap, go for it. You know what I mean? Pace cars off.
A lot of respect early, but once that white flag flies, I think it's that man for himself. Let's see the jump that side bike gets. Bachman in the 07 did not get a great launch. He is the first guy running fourth right now behind side bike. He wants to get up there and split them boys up.
Not only that, you got Wildman back there under fire from Dustin Lamb as we go down into turns 3 and 4.
The very wild man, too. He's been wild tonight. Look at the run, though. He gets on the high side, back up front with Jason Corn. Scott Smith is right there on his back bumper, Sam.
Yeah, I jumped back up here. It looked like Smith was getting a really good run there through turns 1 and 2. Look at that. He just pulls on his teammate. I mean, and that's what I was saying, Tanner. 16 laps to go. I bet he's just going to sit here. He's going to wait until the last moment. If they start slide jobbing each other right now, Tanner, you've seen it. He'll slide job Corn will slide job back. They're going to lose all that momentum. It's going to allow Carter and Bachman to catch them.
Ooh, something happened to Carter. He's falling back fast, Sam. I see it on the timing and scoring over to the left on the ticker. Something happened to Carter. He went from third all the way back to fifth and was dropping really fast as far as pace to the leader. What if he climbed the walls on the Sam? I'm going to be transparent here. Last winter we saw they basically wall rode right to the wind. Kind of an exploit on iracing. It's frowned upon. In these cars, can you really wall ride with the way these cars are?
I mean, you can bounce that right rear off of it for sure, but I mean, you see it right there. Corn and Smith, they get close to it, but they don't touch it.
Right.
Let's go.
I know with those two, if they hit it, they just made a mistake, right? They're not out there to wall ride.
I mean, we're seeing it right here. 12 laps to go. I mean, Corn's putting it up there. Might have tapped it a little bit right there, but he's just putting that right rear right up on that cushion.
That cushion really has developed up top, especially right in the middle of the corner to exit. That cushion, the size of it, the width of it between that and the wall is so minute and so small. And 1 and 2, I do believe.
We got 10 laps to go, Tanner.
10 to go. Look at that cushion. It starts shrinking. And that means when it starts shrinking, them boys are right there almost touching the wall.
And I want to jump around and see where everybody else is running, but I really want to keep it here because I think Scott Smith might be able to run them down. They're running pretty identical lap times. Scott Smith just a tick faster that go-around.
Listen to them cars right there, man. They are just digging around this half-mile oval.
Riding on board there with Scott Smith. You see the gap. 8 laps to go. Basically a heat race, Tanner. Who you got?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. No, I'll curse him. Scott Smith.
Yeah, it's your turn. I'll take Corn then. How about that?
All right. That means Bachman's probably going to win this race. Corn Smith, I am very, very sorry. But now I'm going to curse Bachman. I'm going to curse Bachman. You never know.
I mean, he is coming. He's there as well. 7 laps to go.
Will Bachman be the X factor right here to decide it? I think right there is too far back. He has to get around Scott Smith pretty quick. He cannot really sit here and be patient behind Scott Smith, I do not believe. What do you say?
I don't know, because now, Tanner, look who's in the picture as well. Back there in fourth.
Gracious. Goodness gracious, Mama, there's that bad man.
Getting it on that top side.
Hey, I want to say shout out to Tromponds in the Wild over on YouTube and Facebook. Kyle Wildman Wellman. I don't know where he came from, but he's there. And I know Wildman. Look at Bachman.
Blanket over the top four, Tanner. Coming out of turn 4, 4 laps to go.
Wellman's searching. We mentioned it earlier. They get antsy. They start searching. How do I get faster than that guy in front of me? Oh,
on
man.
The speedway.
As a race fan, I wish they'd make this double file. I really wish this would go double file. That would be awesome to see this thing shoot out. We're going to have 4 laps to go.
Yeah, but I tell you what, man. And we know how iracing works. These guys are sitting in and they're talking to each other, right? Now, Sidebite has probably been helping each other on these restarts. 3 laps to go. That ain't happening no more. You know it.
Right.
So that might give the opportunity for Wellman to kind of roll the start back here. Actually, what happened to Wellman? He fell back? Put him. Oh, no, he just fell back a little bit. He's back up there. Oh, man. Oh, there he goes. What are you doing, Wild Man?
Sorry if you tried to talk to me. I had to go talk to race control really quick. I don't know. Wild Man looked like he had a brain fart. Brain went on vacation for just a minute.
Well, I mean, that's why he is called the Wild Man.
Yeah. He said it used to be called the Will Man. I have to almost disagree.
Well, all right. So here's the thing, just so everybody knows. Kyle Wellman actually used to call himself the Wheelman, which in turn, when TSP took over Blazing Pedals Broadcasting, Terry and I just started calling him Wild Man, because that's we seen him at Daytona. He throws some aggressive moves. So,
you know what's hilarious about that, Sam? So we said the same saying, re-rack them, restack them, or whatever. And with that Wildman, when I made Wildman's welcome flyer, I put Wildman on it, sent it to him, and he started cracking up laughing because he said you and Terry called him that, and I had no clue.
Yep.
So he definitely earned the nickname Wildman.
I just think it was rather fitting. Like I said, at Daytona,
absolutely.
I mean, he does enjoy the plate racing and stuff like that, but he was making some pretty aggressive moves.
I'll say this. So Wellman's on our team, right? 5 Kings Motorsports, another shameless plug. I'm full of them, right? Off the track, Wellman is one of the best kind-hearted people you can meet. And I know that sounds weird for me saying it, right? But that's honest God truth. He can be the salt of the earth. When he puts that helmet on Sam or starts looking at that windshield, man, oh man, he's a different person. You know who I compare him to? Ross Chastain.
I don't know if that's a good or a bad comparison at this point.
Hey, when Ross puts that helmet, I hate that Ross gets hated on. Because when he puts that helmet on, he has one job: do the best he can for that car and that crew, right? And he does it. He try. You cannot say he don't give 110%.
Doesn't try. I will give you that. Yeah, you can't say he doesn't give 110% every week.
Every single lap 1, he's out there to get it, right? And it's annoying. It'd be annoying to race around, right? But I mean, that's Wellman. I have to tell him every week in BPL. We're like lap 20. He's like, "Oh, I just can't go anymore." I was like, "Bro, you got 200 laps left. Chill out. You'll be okay. You're faster than them, right?" But it's just that mentality. It's that racehorse mentality that Mark told me.
Pace car's off, Tanner. It's time to decide it. Here we go.
Laps to go.
Green flag back out in the air. Jason Korn, good start. Scott Smith, good start. Bachman, also a good start.
Yeah, let that leader get too far out in front of them. They're all right there on top of each other. Throw a blanket over the top 5 now. 5th place car of Carter. He's searching. He's got by Wellman advantage to Carter, but Wellman's going to have to run on the outside, Sam. Yeah, that bottom side just not hooked up.
No, but he goes back up to the top side of the racetrack and has a run here. Jason Korn starts to pull away. It was popsicle sticks last time by. This time out of turn 4. Going to be white flag in the air for Sidebite Motorsports, Jason Korn. Down into 1 and 2. Smith has a good run.
Scott Smith. Will he have anything for the 39 of Jason Korn here?
He goes to the bottom. Well, we see him try it. Tries to slide. He's not going to be able to clear him. Here comes Bachman across the line. Jason Korn, Scott Smith. Korn taking the
Bachman
win.
race. Bachman race at the line. I think it's going to allow Wellman to get P3, Sam.
Wellman does get P3. We might actually get some interviews tonight, Tanner.
Bachman, Wellman, make contact. I'm talking, not Scott Smith and Bachman. They're chatting each other. Bachman's not happy. They made contact maybe 50 feet in front of the line. I wish we could have caught that because that was insane. It just shot his car straight around, allowed Wellman to get third right there. You know, old Wildman's happy about that.
He has to be. I mean, we're going to talk to him here in just a second. We're going to go through the interviews rather quickly. We've been live for 3 hours tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get Wellman up here, Tanner, and let's talk to the Wild man. He had a pretty wild finish there. Kyle, what'd you see? I mean, just plain and simple, what'd you see?
That final lap.
Yeah, I'll talk about the final lap there for a second. That was wild. We were so fast up front there. We were all just bumper to bumper that there's no way to throw a slide job. He would just cause a wreck there, but I don't even know exactly what happened. I seen them get together there, and I knew there was going to be a wreck, so I just cut it all the way to the wall as quick as I could, and I think it was pretty much a photo finish there at the end. I thought he had me, honestly, for third place.
Well, you know, it kind of looked like he might have had a little help up into the outside wall, so you kind of got lucky there coming across in third. But I mean, that 42 car looked really hooked up on the high lane. I mean, what was going on there near the end of the race? Did you just find the line and go with it?
So the other three were pretty much just wall banging a little bit there at the end, and I was not doing it, but I found a sweet spot. In each turn, there's a little bump on the entry. If each turn, if you hit it, it actually helps the car turn itself. And then we just ride the cushion from there, and it was so much faster. But with us being bumper to bumper, there's no way to throw a slide job without wrecking us. So I just kind of had to sit there and hope for something like that to happen.
Well, great job on third place, Kyle. Who you get a shout out?
I'm gonna shout out
here too. Let's see if he hits him.
I'm gonna shout out Tom tonight because with the amount of disrespect there's been tonight in both races, he's got to be pulling his hair out. So shout out to him for putting this on for us tonight to have some fun. Shout out to Tripods in the Wild, Five Kings Motorsports, McConey Setup Shop, Butt Kicker, TSP. You guys putting on awesome shows almost every single night of the week. We got USA Firearms with Brian Zimmerman over there. I bet he's selling a bunch of items right now. Yeah.
Way to play that off, Wellman. Way to play.
Yeah, good job, Wellman.
Probably missing a couple there, but
Boss Man gives you the stamp of approval, Wellman. Well, one heck of a finish, buddy. And
it's been a long night.
Hey, buddy, if it's been long for you, imagine us. It's been a long one.
Getting wrecked out of second in both heat races. Wrecked multiple times throughout each race. It's been a long night.
Try about it.
But hey, biggest mover in both races.
Hey, where'd you finish in the first heat or the first race? And we'll get you out of here.
First race, actually, I think I got 10th that one. So that wasn't biggest mover.
The average finish, so you may be right there with it. Well, Wellman, thank you, buddy. Maybe we'll be talking to you. Maybe Sam talk to you Monday night.
Heck yeah.
Have a happy Easter, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Driver, the number 42, Kyle, the Wild Man Wellman. Tanner.
I'm gonna pull old Scott Smith. I want to talk to the old man.
Hey, you got him.
The old man, he's kind of my buddy. I like cutting up with him. Scott Smith, did you have your bifocal off or something? Why'd you let Corny win?
That was kind of it wasn't our game plan to have him win, but we worked together and
absolutely.
Whoever was faster was, in the right position, then they just kind of follow each other.
So we mentioned the teamwork aspect of that, the respect aspect between you, Corn, and Carter, right? Carter kind of got shuffled back a little bit off y'all. I don't know if he got the wall or something. I just saw on the ticket, I just saw him start dropping, right? Didn't exactly see what happened. But you sideblade boys, y'all worked to perfection tonight. But let me ask this. I saw you look low on that final lap. If the slider was there, would you have taken it?
Yeah, I would have probably tried, but I think I was too far back from Jason to really pull that slider off. If I could have gotten right up to his bumper and pulled it off, I probably could have gotten him, or at least tried to get him. But yeah, I felt bad for Sam. I mean, I just watched the replay and
he just killed
I was trying to hold my line. Yeah,
I'm just playing.
He tried getting right in between me and the wall, and there just wasn't enough room. And
Yeah, nothing there. No real estate, right? It's last lap. We're coming to the checkered, right?
Yeah,
But,
I was not trying to block him or anything. I just wanted to give him room. And
I mean, it happens, right? It happens. We saw it all night tonight, right? People run over each other. Scott, I asked you already once. I'm gonna ask you again because of the $25. Where did you finish in the first race?
I think 8th. I'm not 100% sure.
Ooh, Sam, he's going to be right there in the running for the average finish too. Now, Corn, I don't think Corn's going to be there.
Actually,
Right?
I think it is going to be Scott who's going to get it because Corn, he didn't make the feature.
Right,
Nope.
but I'm also looking at Bachman there. I think Bachman finished 4th and I think 6th. I think.
Ooh,
he probably has it.
I think just off the top of my head. Well, Scott, impressive night, buddy. Glad to see you come over and support Tom with the front row. You're supporting him, but supporting me, and I appreciate that. I even said on the blog, I hope you don't watch it back because I kind of talked y'all up like y'all are good people. But very impressive second place finish. But I love you, buddy. You're the old man. Who do you got to think tonight?
Love you, brother.
Who do you got to think tonight?
Well, of course, my team, SciBat Motorsports and True Sim Productions, putting on a fantastic broadcast like usual.
We gotta get you some sponsors, Scott. Get you some people to get up here and think.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all
He's
right,
got
though.
TSP. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's all you need. But Scott, I tell you what, I know you're old. I know it's probably 2 hours past your bedtime. Take your melatonin and go to sleep, old man. Go to sleep happy. P2. Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Yep. Scott Smith, driver number 53, brought it home P2. And Sam, I think you have caught up with our race winner, I do believe.
I did. Jason Korn coming home with the race win in the number 39 Side Bike Motorsports. I saw your teammate go for a little charge there at the end. He didn't have enough momentum, Jason. Were you worried about it? He said y'all were working together, but come on, tell me the truth here.
I did think about blocking him on that last corner because I knew that he would go for something. But it's so slick down there right now. I knew the momentum would carry me off, and I'd be all right.
Well, hey, once you got out front, you just kind of took off. I mean, is this a track that you normally succeed at? Is it one that you like, dislike? Kind of walk me through your race tonight. It was a wild one for sure.
Well, we usually stay away from Bristol we we don't enjoy it a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, tonight it just seemed like it just migrated up, and as long as you could keep the car straight but keep that right rear in the cushion, then you just had so much momentum coming off that it was just by far the preferred line. So I don't know, I just don't think it makes it for as good a racing, but that's just the line of the track.
Well, hey, man, you come home with another win for Side Bike Motorsports, so you got to shout out.
Team SciBat Motorsports, Scott and Josh are both in the race tonight. 10 to Win YouTube channel. He does online iracing as well as real life racing. And you guys for putting it on, and thanks for Tom for letting us run the Front Row Esports.
And shout out what you got going on Thursday nights too, Corny.
Oh yeah, great idea. So Thursday nights we're gonna have pro late models. We're just gonna do a short 7-week season. We've got a good variety of tracks. You can just message, or I don't know what's the best way to get a hold of Crooked Line. Facebook, find a Discord.
Join on Discord. Yeah.
You can join on Discord and on our Facebook. That's where I really push everybody, guys. Crooked Line Racing on Facebook. If you message us on there, one of us admins will get back to you. I need to make Scott and Corn, while I'm thinking of it, I need to make y'all admins so y'all can also see that, right?
It'll be fixed setup, so it'll be a good time.
And it's broadcasted by none other than Mr. Samuel Baumgartner. So thank you for that, Sam.
Absolutely.
He's one of the best in the business. I hate to say that with him here, but he is. Tonight was a little rough. Well, Corny, you got the race win, buddy. When is the Pro Dirt Late Model Series season started? I haven't heard.
I don't think it's going to start this coming Thursday, but the following Thursday we'll be back at it and starting it up. We'll be traditional dirt format, so just like tonight with qualifying, heat races, Conti feature. Yeah, it'll be a lot of good.
Typical heat race format. How many cars make the field?
24 cars will make the field.
Right on, folks. Well, right there, you heard it. Crooked Line Racing Pro Dirt Late Models on Thursday night. It will be live here on True Sim Productions. It'll just be Sam calling the action most nights. Well, thank you for that, Corn. Thank you for coming for talking to us, and congratulations on that race win. We'll get you back down. Let's celebrate with your team.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Absolutely, you too, buddy.
Brace winner Jason Corn and Tanner.
Woo!
Can we get out of here?
Beat. I am beat, brother. I'm beat.
Yeah, we got to lock up this booth and get out of here for tonight and go celebrate ourselves. What do you say after tonight?
Absolutely, absolutely. Bristol Douglas came and saw. It was good. It was fun, but man, oh man, it was rough at times. Sam, well, thank you for letting me join you. And yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, folks. True Sim Productions, hit that thumbs up button. Check us out on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitter. And I think until next time, we'll see you.
Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.